Hello, 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 hello. How are you all doing? How are you all doing? Nice to see you all. I'm absolutely bang on time. Riley boys has gone to bed, which is cool. Just had my scram, pork chops and salad. Very nice indeed. Hope you're all doing fantastic. I'm doing pretty good. Hi, get it done, Granny. How are you doing, sweetheart? I'm going to go to the top of a chat and just work my way down once we get 2 or 3 more people in here. I'm showing 8 in the house, which is fantastic. I see you've all been sitting there milling about, chatting to each other in my absence whilst I've been up in the house with Mrs. P. Just getting Riley boy ready for his bed, so that's cool. Can the moderators be on the lookout, please? Thank you very much. I'll go through the simple rules of my stream, and then we can get down dirty and get on talking about small engines, repairs, and hopefully we'll have a good little chat, and hopefully we get through it. 24 in the house, they're absolutely flying in here. Micks Mullet's my favourite channel. Thank you for that, Jason. Much appreciated, buddy boy. So, rules of a chat are very, very simple, and rules of a panel are just as simple. We know what we're still waiting on. Yeah, I know that one. I don't know what's up with that live stream, Jason. Edward, I cannot get it to remove. It's not showing in my YouTube studio. I'm not quite sure what's happened to it. It's sort of weird. I just can't get that live stream to disappear. So what I've done is I put it as private, so it's now disappeared. You shouldn't now be seeing it. So anyway, the rules of a chat are very, very simple. Rules of chat is absolutely no swear words. Don't tolerate any swearing either in the chat or up on the panel. It's just the way it is. And also, no capital letters to be used in the chat unless it is your channel name, like Grandad's Workshop. That's absolutely fine, but no capital letters. And no obscenities. We don't mind taking the mickey out of each other, but let's try and keep it as clean as we can. And also no more than a couple of emojis also, because it is seen as a form of spam. My moderators are in the chat. I don't have very many moderators at all. I only have a couple, but the moderators will generally give you a warning shot across the bow, which would be your comment will be deleted. And then after your comment is deleted, if you continue, you'll be put into timeout. After your timeout, if you continue, you will then be blocked, okay? And then it's up to me whether or not I unblock you or not on my next live stream. It's just because I am a moderated channel, and I do see YouTube as a form of funds that help towards run my channel. Once you're out of the chat and coming up onto the panel, the rules are very much the same. I don't tolerate no swear words up on here. No obscenities. Your camera must be remain on whilst you're on my panel. I don't have any of these filters that turn you into a lion or a giraffe. I don't have any of those either, because my channel is not for children. I don't want children coming in here and having my live stream kicked out after about 3 hours of streaming. So it's very, very straightforward for any of those that are new to my stream. Generally what I do is I just chat for about 15 minutes whilst we start to fill up the house, and then talk about my week, what I've been up to, what I've been doing. And then in between all of that, you guys and girls are very, very welcome to check each other out on the channels. It's not a grow stream any way, shape or form. If anyone comes in thinking it's a grow stream, they're told it's not, quite simply by the moderators. I've got a very itchy nose. So that must mean I'm coming to some money. So with that said, I'll start at the top of the chat, work my way down. I've got 36 in the house after 3.5 minutes, which is fantastic. And we're going through. Don't forget, I'm doing my prize giveaway. Got 2 prizes to give away, 2 competitions. If anyone does have a mystery tool, whether it be for small engines, whether it be for whatever they do at work, if you have a mystery tool and you think it might be quite a good one to put up on my show, then all you have to do is simply email me on the email address that's now floating down below. Email me there. Send a copy of the photograph of the small tool or whatever it is, piece of equipment you use. Send a photograph over to me and in detail tell me exactly what that tool is called and what it is used for, and then I will then put that up on the screen a bit later on. I need to belch a bit later on. And I've got some limited edition Micks Mowers key rings, so just here. Focus. And those are given away. Anyone that entered the competition last week, all your parcels, packages have been sent off. They were sent off today. So anyone that won a sticker or a keyring, they have been posted. So I'll leave the email address down there for a little while, let it float. And if anyone's got any form of items they want to send me as in a piece of equipment, then feel free. I've got 2 in the bank already for today's competition, so that should be cool. I'll post my key rings and stickers anywhere in the UK. If anyone wants to do a sticker exchange, same thing, email me down below and we'll do a sticker exchange, not a problem. So that said, let me have a quick flick through the chat. I've got 37 in the house, which is fantastic. Don't get me a thumbs up on the way in, that'd be much appreciated, or a thumbs down, don't really mind. I collect them both. Let's start at the top of the chat from where we were. Dirt Rider was first in my house. How you doing, Mike? I hope you got your password nice and safe and sound. I hope you like it. It says hat, I'm first. AJP Garden Machines, how are you doing? Klein, how you doing? Kane, nice to see you. Drifties, how you doing? JJ Motors Machines, how are you, buddy boy? I'd like to see you up on stream today, Jace, because I know you've got a webcam now. That'd be nice to see you. You guys have been chatting to each other. Fun things to do with tech. Sparky, how you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Thanks for coming on in. Drifty's Bike Shop is in the house. Breezy's Bike Shop's in the house. Donald's, how you doing, Donald? Nice to see you, mate. Thanks for coming on in. Edward Thomas is in the house too, which is fantastic to see. Scott's also in the house. If I miss anyone out, just say, oi, Mick, what about me? Jack's in the house too. Nice to see you. Scroll on down. Pete Frown's in the house. How you doing, Pete? I was chatting to you earlier on. Nice to see you. Jack's in the house. I think I already said Jack already. Granny's in the house too. Cajun Coin Hunter's in the house. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Nigel's in the house too. How you doing? Jason from Mullet's Performance is in the house. How you doing, Jason? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Terry's in the house too. How you doing? Stuff in the storage. Just want to stop. So that's fine, Terry. Not a problem. Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. Grandad's Workshop's in the house. Also nice to see you, Grandad. He sent a mystery prize in the other week, a mystery object, and well, it stumped everyone for yonks, which is cool. About 45 minutes that was running for. Rule 1, no mullet, says Pete Froud. Yeah, definitely. X-Phrase is in the house. How you doing? Nice to see you. Norm's Motors in the house too. How you doing? Patty's Performance, laugh out loud. Pete, would like some peanut butter for your jealousy sandwich. It's not really a mullet. You can't even call that a mullet. Busto de Vegas, how you doing? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. My chat's just jumped. Rocking. Dirt Rider, Busto. Everyone's chatting to each other. Cherokee's in the house too. That just jumped again. Where did you go, Cherokee? I did see you there a minute ago. Where did you go to, Cherokee? There you are there. Cherokee's in the house too. Who else we got in here? JJ, I'll WhatsApp you one, Mick, of the pictures. Not going on emails for some reason. Let's call you WhatsApp it over, mate, and I'll just email it over to myself. Not a problem. Just make sure you tell me exactly what it is and what it is used for, mate. Not a problem. Mac the Knife, how you doing, mate? Nice to see you. Thanks for popping in. You're new to my channel. Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Cherokee, Raphael Scrapper's in the house too. Raphael, how are you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Snobby Scrap Picker is also in the house. How are you doing, Snobby? Get it done, Granny. Leon's in the house too. Not seen you for a little while, Leon. How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you. Not seen you for a little while indeed. Okay, so that's all the chat. I don't think I missed anyone out. Tina McKenzie, how are you, sweetheart? Nice to see you. 40 in the house after 8 minutes, 13 seconds. Absolutely fantastic. Thumbs up on the way in or thumbs up on the way out. Much appreciated. And then we'll go from there. Everyone's give you 2 or 3 minutes just to chat with each other. I just want to check my monetization on my channel. Make sure it's doing what it should be doing. I'm showing 23 on a thumbs up, 3 thumbs down already. I have 3 lost souls lost out to sea. If we can have some life rings for those lost souls, much appreciated. I generally get about 15 thumbs down because they are lost and people hate me, which is fantastic. Not an issue at all. You're all welcome. Thank you for the watch time and thank you for putting money in the back of my pocket. That's all good. Right, rock and roll in there. Lovely. Right, here we go then. So let me get my pop-out chat up. Got to pop out for 30 minutes, so we'll be driving, so can't text for a bit, says Jason. Not a problem, Jason. Fully understand. Not too bad, Mick. Just been busy with work. Yeah, I know that feeling, mate. We've all been busy. So everyone's in here who's normally in here, which is great to see. 43 in the house after 9 minutes. Fantastic. That'll probably climb a bit more as and when we get a bit busier, and it may drop off. So what have I been doing? Busy bee. I have been. So got a couple of bits in, which is cool. I have sold a strimmer and a mower this morning. The gentleman, you saw a video of me do a service on a little Crowcast mower, which came in for a pair. The one that was missing, the one that's on my competition, there's missing the bits, and I asked the bloke, had he been in there, and guess what? He'd been in there. He'd been playing. So that's why it was missing some bits. He admitted he had the carburetor off and what have you. So that's why it wasn't working. How is Riley? Mick, Riley boy is cool. Thank you very much. He's just gone to bed. He's been on doing a video with me today. But he was awake at a silly o'clock last night, midnight. He woke up last night, so I had to go in bed with him, and he slept through to 3 o'clock, which is cool. But he's okay. He's not himself. Definitely not himself. But he's okay. He's definitely manageable. Big boss man, how you doing? Nice to see you. You're new as well. Thanks for popping on in. Hope you're doing well. Snobby Scrap Picker says, where was that? Snobby Scrap Picker. Mick, play me a tune on your banjo. So did you like that? That's something new I've just done on my editing. A bit of not time lapse, but speeding up clips with a bit of music. Hope you enjoyed it. It's just something I'm playing at, just trying to make it more enjoyable for you guys. That's the idea. Hopefully you enjoyed it though. I had to take it off because I didn't edit it properly first time round. For those of you that did see it first time round, you actually saw me do a big double belch right at the end. I didn't edit that bit out, but I've re-released it, and that video is doing quite well. So feel free to check out any of my videos, all how-tos, plus family fun with myself, my lovely, gorgeous wife, Mrs. P, and my beautiful boys, Ethan, Josh, Brandon, and little Riley boy. So feel free to check any of my videos out, and check anyone else out in the chat as much as you like. Don't have any of those special words that begin with S in the chat, all that sort of stuff. You know what I mean? Let's just try and keep it as clean as we can, and we'll. You saw it twice, Benedict. I did see a comment, mate. Yeah, I know, not a problem. Did you see the belch at the end, Benedict? That's the question. Hiya, Andy. How are you doing? Nice to see you. And I think we're pretty much up to date. So, yeah, I give back the lawnmower that I serviced. The bloke was mucking me about to a certain degree. He kept just putting it off picking it up. I don't know whether it was because he had no money or he's waiting for payday or what have you. But anyway, he'd been mucking me about for about 2 weeks. And he's supposed to come this morning at 10 o'clock. And he texted me at 9:45 saying, I can't make it today. Can I pick it up next weekend? I was like, no, it's not happening. It's been a week and a half already. Either pick it up now or I'm selling your lawnmower. So within 8 minutes, he was round and collected, paid, and shot off again. I don't think he was particularly happy, but I can't have people just taking a mickey and leaving stuff here. It's not a storage facility. So anyway, my workshop now is absolutely bags of room to move, which is fantastic. I've also just repaired the hedge trimmer, still hedge trimmer, which you saw the video on the was it KS94 or KM94? That's done, which you've seen a video on, and I've got some other videos which are due to come out, which will be the generator you haven't yet seen, and 1 or 2 other mowers, which is all cool. Today I've been working on this little beauty. The Suffolk Super Punch cylinder mower. I've been working on that today. Was a bit of a challenge initially. Looks like a nice classic mower, Mick. Yeah, it is, Jack. Yeah, it's a cylinder mower, or some people in America call it a reel mower, because it has a mower reel in the middle. That's a hard word to say. But that's a Suffolk Super Punch 17-inch. That's not a baby one. That's the big cut one. And it's a bit old. It ranges anywhere from 1940s to about 1970s, anywhere in there at the moment. Cannot find a date on it at all. Hopefully, I can narrow it down. I might even send off the engine numbers to somebody within a small mower collection group of people and see if they can get me a date for it. So it would be nice. So the video for that is now done. I've got to edit it up yet because it's going to take a little bit of work to do that. But I've been cleaning carburetors. Punch Mark IV, yeah. Didn't know that. So I've been cleaning out the carburetor today. The carburetor was really, really something weird. Nothing I've seen before. Little Zenith carburetor, tiny little thing, about the size of a Kinder egg. Tiny little thing. And that's been done. Pull cord's been checked and what have you. And I've had to look at the points today because it was having a no spark. I shall let you know how that one's going on with a bit later on. Not a problem. Can we have a shop tour and a full inventory update? Maybe I might do a video on it, mate. I'm not going to do it on my live stream, but I could do a shop tour. Not a problem. I might do it on a video for you. I'm not going to do it on my live stream because I'm sat down and sort of comfy. Fire's on right by my legs, keep me nice and warm because it isn't the warmest of days. So yeah, I might do a video for you on that one, mate. Not a problem. I haven't got a lot in at the moment, to be fair. Season is just starting up, and I have just purchased another Crowcast mower with a Briggs and Strat on it. Paid next to nothing for that. And I also picked up a nice Titan strimmer with bull horns. It's one of the newer models, and the photograph says it's just the pull cord's broken. It's in photographs of it, and it looks like one of the real new ones. And I paid peanuts for that, and darn near got it for nothing. So I'll go and pick them up next week on Monday. UK Dizzy videos. I get that, Mick, but it's only one mower. It's not like you have hundreds of customers leaving their mowers because you were funny with a customer. He may not use. Oh no, I wasn't funny. It's not as trust me, it's not that. And what you see now is not what's in my shop. I have a mower store as well. So the other week I couldn't even get in my shed physically to get to this end. I wasn't funny with him. He's had a week and a half, and he said to me, "I'll pick it up." I've serviced it, repaired it, got it running within about 2 hours of him dropping it off. I text him to say, "Mower's done, ready to rock and roll. When do you want to pick it up?" He said, "I'll pick it up tomorrow." Cool, not a problem. So don't forget, I'm not running a business, okay? So when he says I'll pick up tomorrow and then doesn't show up, I have to wait in for that. So I text him back to say, "Are you coming?" No, sorry, not coming. Well, you could have told me. That'd have been nice. When do you want to pick it up? I'll pick it up Saturday. Yeah, not a problem. Saturday turns up. Now I'm making plans now because I've got family stuff to do as well. He then doesn't show up on the weekend and says, "Can I pick it up next weekend?" So I'll wait till next weekend. So now that's 2.5 weeks. And then 15 minutes before he's due to rock up, he cancels. Okay. I then say, "No, I'm not having that. Don't forget he owes me money. Okay. This isn't a charity. He owes me money." So I said, "No, it's not happening. You pick it up now, or I'm going to sell the mower and recoup some of my losses." And within 8 minutes, he's round. 8 minutes. So it's not I've got shirty with him, but as I say, we're not running a charity here. You just have to be quite firm with people. When people say they're going to come pick something up after you've done the work, I'm sure if eggs were eggs, if it was your business, or if it was your sideline that you're doing, if someone kept mucking you about after 2 weeks and they owed you money that you can invest in new mowers, and you've got to sit on that and store it and wait for it. You know what I mean? If that mower got nicked, someone broke into my workshop and that mower got nicked, who's accountable? Me or him? Because he should have picked it up, right? But I'm accountable. So they have to be turned around. You got to do the work, chuck them out. Simple as that. That's the way it works. I understand it, Edward, but I do have to explain because some people think I'm just being big-headed. Well, I'm not. He had 2.5 weeks on it. You know what I mean? So it's what it is. And in my contract, what I give when people want a mower fixed, it says if the mower is not picked up after 2 weeks of collection date, your equipment will be sold to recoup losses. And I've had it before where people literally have had the work done. And I've spent like 2 hours on a machine. They've never showed up. And I'm stuck there with a lawnmower with no grass box. So you have to, there's a fine line. £25 a day storage, yeah, that'd be it. Been there, Mick, done that. Yeah, exactly. So anyone that's in the game knows. I just get a little bit annoyed when people say they're going to turn up and they just don't do it. I don't like being late for anything. If anything, I'm early. What's your Titan? I have a little Titan blower. What's your Titan? I have a Titan blower engine. It's gone. What is in blown up? Gone. It's a risk you take. For as I say, for what I pay for a Titan, it's peanuts. It's nothing at all. 50 in the house, which is fantastic. Any more thumbs up out of it? That'd be lovely. Yeah, it's not a storage center. It's not. No, it's exactly not that. I've got 15 mowers in my store, plus my workshop, and I can't have my workshop getting full up. I've got a fella who's bought that haterette, that real old one I did up. Fella's bought that. He rang me up so I can wire the money over. I can pick it up in 2 weeks' time. This is my situation. I can't get down to you physically within 2 weeks, so that's cool. He says, "So I can give you a deposit." I said, "No, you're just pay in full. Just pay in full. Pay for it, and I'll keep it here for you. I won't sell it because otherwise, if you don't take the deposit or don't take the money for it, they ain't coming back." So he's got to come back now because the mower is sold to him. It's all about not taking a liberty, right? That's what it's all about. It's a bit like when you're waiting for a bed. You buy a new bed, don't you, from DFS or whatever it is, and it said delivery time is between 6:30 in the morning and 11:30 at night, which means you've got to wait in all day long, and it ruins your day. It ruins your life. So you wait in, and if they ring up then at say 9:30, sorry, your last collection, we're not going to get to you. We'll be with you tomorrow between the hours of 11 and 1. That's 2 days. You're going to be pissed, right? Same thing. No different. Yeah, had the same. Don't do boot sales because they don't want to pay the prices. Yeah, exactly that. Okay, cool. So that's that. So I've been busy boy, doing bits and pieces. So what I do now, I've got 54 in the house after 20 minutes, which is really cool. And I really do respect the fact that so many of you have come in to come and say hello, which is fantastic. Really do appreciate that. Because there's not many streams out there that have good quality, high numbers of regular people keep coming in. So thumbs up on yourselves there. Much appreciated for your support. I did get a little gift today come through the old Amazonian wish list, which is cool. I got a nice little set of air compressor connectors, a little job lot of them, which is great. Not expensive, but someone's gone out of their way to purchase those for me. Unfortunately, I don't know who it was. So if you're in the chat and you did purchase them for me, just let me know because I'll say thanks to you, because I don't like to take the mickey and not say thank you when people have actually gone out of their way to supply stuff for me. I don't know what's doing in there. That's weird. It's a different connection. So yeah, thank you very much to whoever the person was for that. Much appreciated. That's my pet hate, people who don't show. Yeah, exactly that. You're waiting all day. I know what I mean. And you know, it is a pain in the ass. When I've got a gentleman here that's still hedge trimmer that I repaired for a bloke. It took me 2.5 weeks to get one package from the UK to my door. 2.5 weeks, and a bloke was chomping my ass because he's a professional lawn care bloke. And so it's done. As soon as I come in, I was going to do it the next day. Do you know what? The bloke's waited long enough. So I come out here at 6:30 at night, and I did it on my own at 6:30 at night. Do you know what I mean? Because the man's been waiting far too long. Did it, and I texted him about 8:30, 9 at night saying, right, it's done. When do you want it? So I'll be around Monday morning first thing. That's cool. Now, I expect him to be around here Monday morning first thing because he needs that hedge trimmer to earn himself some money. So that's how you want it. I've sent you a picture on WhatsApp, Mick. Yeah, no, that's fine. I'll have a look in a bit, mate. I've got 2 here, so I might do it next week, Joe. Try and stack them up if I can. As long as you tell me what it is, mate, in the old WhatsApp chat, that's cool. By the way, Mick, it was our 98th subscriber. It's amazing to see. I was your 98th subscriber. It's amazing. Yeah. Well, do you know what? Just celebrated 2,000, and I think I'm up to about 2,050 now, and super impressed with that. Can't believe it. In just over a year. We smashed for 2K, which is absolutely brilliant. I've got 60 people in the house on a Saturday night that want to come and see an overweight fat bald bloke just yab it on for 2 or 3 hours. Can't believe it. It's fantastic. So that's cool. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the link out there. How you doing, Brandon? Nice to see you, buddy boy. I'm going to put the link out there, and hi, Blind TV and Andrew. We'll have a chat. Just remember, no swearing. Respect each other while you're on the stream. Let each other talk. That's the most important thing. If you all talk at the same time, we can't hear nothing. And then hopefully we'll have a good stream, and a screen whilst we're there. And then we'll do a competition and what have you, and we'll go from there. So without further ado, let's get down and dirty. Let's put the link out. Don't all rush up at the same time now. Don't make me work. Let's do that. Let's put the link in there. So feel free to come on up. Tell me about your day. Tell me about what you're working on. Tell me about what ain't working. And if you need any help, the chat is there to help, for people to help you out and what have you. Feel free to come on up. Just remember, like I say, you've got to have your camera turned on. That's the most important thing. And you've got to have your mic turned on so we can all hear you, which is the main object of the game. So once you've done that, feel free to hit the old button. I can't see them. Yeah, I understand that. I'm still trying to break the 1K through. You're getting there, Benedict. You'll get there, buddy boy. It takes time. It takes time. And don't forget, I'm pumping 2 or 3 videos out a week sometimes just to try and get up there. So it takes time. I've got you shaved your head. You're starting to look like me, brother. I can just about see the top of your head, and it looks very similar to mine, mate. So just move your microphone, your camera down a smidge, just so I can see you, because at the moment I can't see you. Brandon. Hi, Cage. You can come up, mate. Nice to see you. I can see you. Oh, there he is there. Right, so let's bring you up first. Let's bring Cage up. He was the first to respond. Brandon was just like trying to look like an egg. Oh, there's Brandon. Hey there, Brandon. You've got a bit of a scalp going on, brother. What's going on with that?
Yeah, well, I let my niece do my hair and end up having to cut it all off. So,
God, yeah. If you were to
but
stand on
it's getting warmer outside, so
if you were to stand on your head, I don't know which way up you would be. You know what I mean?
It looks like my wife took my big old Husqvarna 128 weed trimmer to his head.
Yeah.
Hey,
I
Brian.
usually wear a hat, but I don't even know where my hat is right now. I was cleaning, and I figured since you was on, I might as well join.
Tim Palmer says, what's Tim say? Mick, where can I get carb cleaner? You mean spray form carb cleaner, or do you mean ultrasonic cleaner? I take it you mean carb cleaner as in spray can. Do you know what, mate? For what it costs, you can get it available absolutely anywhere in the UK. I would even recommend Halfords for what it is. If you want it now, 8 o'clock at night, you can get it at Halfords for I think it's about £6 a tin. Which is Vista. I think I actually got this one from Halfords, I believe. That's carb cleaner, which I'm nearly out of. Amazon next day delivery, eBay, anywhere really. Any decent car shop will sell it.
Yeah.
Mom
and she thinks I'm crazy.
Who's crazy?
I already know I'm crazy.
Oh, it's my sister-in-law. My wife's cutting my sister-in-law's hair.
Right. I'm looking for a Honda engine so I can make it a homemade jet wash, Mick. I'm looking for a Honda engine so I can make a homemade jet wash, Mick. Yeah. Readily available, aren't they, mate? It's not a problem. You can pick up those Honda engines anywhere. Does it have to be a Honda? Because anything will do it. You just have to watch the revs on them. That's all it is. You might have to govern the revs down slightly because some will rev higher than others. That's the only downside when you take a mower engine off of a jet wash and to put on a mower. Sometimes I know that Henry from Mowers and Blowers did one a little while ago. He accomplished it, but it's a little bit dodgy. You need to just make sure the revs are running right. But you should be able to do it, mate. Pick them up for about £15-20 a Honda engine, just off the shelf. It might get it going. But hi, Monica. How you doing? Nice to see you. Good. So, Aben and Brandon boy, not seen a lot of you recently, mate. Me and you seem to miss each other quite regularly.
Yeah, well, with the weather and it's the start of my repair season, it's been busy here. I've done my share of zero turns, generators, and push mowers in the last couple weeks.
I hear what you're saying, bro.
When you got time between the rains, and sunshine, which yesterday was the first day of sunshine in like 2.5 weeks,
and it was a little chilly. Still.
Yeah.
Well, especially as you just had your ears lowered. Yeah, I'd say so. Nice to see you, Brandon. I'm not saying I don't get to see a lot of you. But we just really seem to clash. You go live when I'm in bed, and sometimes you do them real small little lives for like 15 minutes, and by the time I see the notification, you've already gone.
I don't know. Yesterday it was about an hour.
I didn't even get notification.
Really?
Didn't even get notification.
Oh, yeah, that's when you was working on that zero turn, huh? With that throttle cable issue? Yeah.
I've got a fella called Neil Burton in the basement. Neil, I can't see him, mate. All I've got is a blank screen, buddy. So you need to have your camera turned on, mate, or turn a light on or something. I just cannot see anything at all, mate. So you need to improve your brightness, buddy. I see you flash past the screen once, but after that, I didn't see anything afterwards, mate. So Neil, if you're down, Nigel, sorry, if you're down there, you need to improve your light. I can't see you. I need to see you to bring you on up.
Ask him to do thumbs up or 2 thumbs up, just to make sure it's a real person.
He's gone again. Too cute. How you doing?
It's going to be something worse than that.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh, trust me. I've had worse. But it's what it is. No one comes up unless they got the finger on the pulse. Simple as that.
Yeah.
So you've been working on zero turns, and buddy boy, and dodging the weather.
Yeah, pretty much.
Well, have you sold any of them?
I sold one push mower last week. Someone gave me $65 for it, so not
Okay,
bad for a cheap push mower.
Cool. $65. That ain't too bad.
Little bit in the front right here. I don't know. Maybe it's me.
All right, Nigel, how you doing?
Hello, mate. How's things?
I'm all right, mate. I'm all right. Yeah, for whatever reason it was, mate. I just couldn't see you for a minute there, buddy.
Oh, it's the first time I've entered this live stream, so it took me a while to sign up and all that.
Oh,
Oh.
you're a live stream virgin. You've joined the wrong stream to come for the first stream, brother.
I've got a quick question.
If you ask me a question and I can answer it, I will. If I can't answer it, guess what will happen?
Yep, no problem. I was messing around with a Flymo strimmer today. It's a Flymo light, and it's got a Wahlberg carb on it. It starts and runs for about 20-30 seconds. I've cleaned it all out, had it all to bits, put it all back together. Same thing, runs for about 30 seconds and then dies. I've messed around with both the jets on it. Can't figure it out.
So number one, I would say it could be a plethora problem. Have you got YouTube running on your phone? What are you on, Nigel? Are you on a phone, are you?
I'm on the tablet in a minute.
Okay, no worries. I've got a little bit of feedback keeps coming to and fro, but we'll continue for now. So it could be a plethora of things. You want to maybe check when you prime the primer bulb 5 or 6 times. You need to make sure that when you undo the fuel tank, you're hearing that tss noise where your tank is pressurizing.
Right.
So it could be that your fuel cap has actually got a leak in it, and when you're priming the carburetor,
Yeah.
it should be pressurizing the tank. If it's not pressurizing the tank, then the fuel cannot manually automatically feed through. So it could be that.
Okay.
So maybe look into the washer behind the cap to see if that's sealing.
Yeah.
That's number one. Number two is I would wind both the slow and fast running jets all the way home. Don't wind them all the way in hard. Just wind them in so they're well seated. Then turn them both out 1 1/4 turns only on each.
I've done that.
Okay, and that made no difference.
No, it still does. It still does the same thing. It runs. You can't rev it up because it bogs down, but it'll run for about 30 seconds, and it'll just, no matter what you do, it'll die.
Okay, so as soon as you hit the gas, it stalls out.
Yeah, if you leave it, if you don't touch that, it'll still stop after about.
So it'll idle and pop about, but as soon as you give it the beans, it don't want to know.
No.
Yeah, so it's fuel delivery. I would say you need to check the gasket and diaphragms in it, and possibly renew the gasket diaphragms. New needle, so you can buy from Walbro. There's a company in the UK. Are you in the UK? Are you?
Yeah.
Yeah. There's a company called Stens, which are fantastic. Have you heard of them?
I haven't. No.
Okay, hang on.
STENS.
There it is.
Okay.
Now you have to be a bit careful because there's a UK version, there's an American version, and there's also a version that deals in motorbikes only. Okay, so it might pay to give them a ring. There's their number just there.
Hang on a sec.
Yeah, I'll stay here. This book isn't very heavy, so you just take your time.
I can't see that.
I'll tell you what it is. The number is. Are you ready?
Go on.
Let me know when you're ready.
Wait a minute.
I think this
Okay.
is longer, but I might be wrong.
I'm ready.
Right, number is 01302
Looks like
Yeah.
892
Yeah.
248.
Okay.
So give them a ring. Tell them exactly what you've got. They may need some identification off of the carb. You say it's a Walbro carburetor.
Yeah. The number's WT670.
Yeah, exactly. So if you ring them up and say that's what you've got, I need a gasket set to fit it, they'll bash it out to you, no problem at all. Just let them know that you were passed on via Micks Mowers on YouTube. That'd be much appreciated. Yeah, I'll definitely then go back to clean the carburetor again. You cannot clean a 2-cycle, 2-stroke carburetor enough. It's as simple as that. I've had them before. I put them through the carb cleaner 3 or 4 times, and
I did pick a load of gunk out of the little
filter.
Gauze.
Yep.
Filter.
Okay. So that's 90. That's 90% of bogging reasons is because of that. So if you've got that there, I dare say you need to put it back. You got a carb cleaner, ultrasonic, or you do it by hand?
No, I just do it with carb cleaner.
What? Tin of carb cleaner?
Yeah.
Have you got compressed air?
I haven't, no.
Okay, so go down to Halfords or anywhere like that, or Staples, and buy a couple of tins of compressed air. You get it for cleaning keyboards.
Yeah,
okay.
I know what you mean, yeah.
Yep, get a couple of tins of them, because using carb cleaner is one thing, but you've got to have the pressure behind it to take it out as well. So use carb cleaner and then air compressed cylinder and blow it all out. New needle, new diaphragms, and what have you, and it should run. The only other thing you can do apart from that is to go and buy a new carburetor. Now, if you can buy a universal carburetor for a cheaper price than it is for diaphragms, then do that. I mean, I'm picking up carburetors out of China if you can get them. At the moment, the post is a little bit slow.
Oh, I don't want anything. I won't even have a Chinese at the minute.
Oh yeah, I understand that. I've ordered a generator carburetor, and it says seller is away, unavailable, pending, because they're not sending nothing out yet. So it'll come eventually.
Yeah.
So you may better pick up a off-the-shelf carburetor for it. All you got to do is measure the throat of a carburetor and measure the distance between the holes with a set of calipers or something. Yeah. Go onto eBay, and as long as it looks the same, it'll fit and it'll work. You may have to tune it, so weigh up the cost. New gasket diaphragms or second-hand copy carburetor, you can buy them from anywhere from £3 to 24 quid, somewhere in there, and you should be able to turn it around. But two-strokers, you know what they're like. You've seen me pull on a few, and you know what they're like. You know, they can ruin your life.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Give me the mowers any day.
Yeah, well, you're welcome to come around here and pull on this one if you like. Feel free to come down and have a go on that. Not a problem. Have a go at that.
Ooh, vintage.
Oh yeah, that's older than Cajun, I'm telling you. So yeah.
Anyway, Mick.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. That's what I'll do. Ask when you ring up Stens, get them to send you a catalogue as well, because the catalogue will have your carburetor in it. And a good thing is with that is that you get some lovely juicy pictures. It's a bit like a porno mag for people who do garden stuff. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Oh, look at that. Oh. So the chances are it'll have your carburetor in here. All you got to do is check the dimensions out and go from there. Trimmers and strimmers. There you go. So it'd be in here somewhere. I could probably find it for you, given enough time. Yeah, they all are there. Yeah. There's all your gasket and diaphragm.
I'll get a catalogue.
Yeah, get a catalogue, mate, and just weigh up the cost of what's more feasible, either a replacement carb or a gasket set. I know I've got some new carburetors up here somewhere, which I got from China, funnily enough, and you can get a carburetor for like £4.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, it's only a low budget strimmer, so I don't want to.
Are you looking to? Is it your own, or are you looking to flip it?
I'll probably flip it. Well, that's what I'm going to do.
I do now try my hardest to try and only buy the strimmers that are readily available. So like your Titans, your Ryobis, your Steels, and your Huskies. They're the ones that I would recommend. You right, Brandon? They're the ones that I would recommend to go for. What's up, Brandon?
Okay, so Safiel asked how to put a line in the weed eater, Husky weed eater, and I was telling him usually at most you cut the line 45 degrees. Well, I cut the line at 45 degrees because it makes it easier to go in. Yeah. And then you use either hemostats or long reach needle nose.
Or
I just use different.
Yeah, I cut my line longer, a long angle. That way it'll start that fuel line. I thought it was you asking that, Brandon. I'm sorry. I didn't know you.
No, I worked on my share of chainsaws to know that.
Also, I think I saw Terrell. He had a piece of it was like fishing line, and if
I've done that before.
If you fold it over, push it through, and then pinch the fuel pipe, it'll come back. I use forceps, but that's they're my go-to tool for that sort of stuff. You lock them off; they're brilliant. That's what I use. Oh, did Nigel go? He asked his question and he went. How you doing, Justin? Yes, sweetheart. Hope you're doing well, baby.
Jeffrey, what's the numbers on that saw?
Say again.
Oh, I was asking Zappiel. I think I'm pronouncing it right. What's the numbers on that saw? It's a Poulin. Oh, he said Poulin Pro. Okay. Now Husqvarna, not Husqvarna, Husqvarna. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
They make a top handle saw, chainsaw that it's for arborists. You know, tree climbers. We call them climbing saws down here.
Yeah.
And it's a top handle saw, and the tank's in the front. It's not in the back of the rear of the saw, underneath the handle there. It's in the front. So when you fish that fuel line through there, from the carb to the front of the saw, they have a double wall from the frame of the saw.
Yeah.
And then the tank itself. So there's a double hole. And those, oh man, they are booger. They are. That's why you need to cut those long angles. That's why I thought it was Brandon asking that question, because it said BS small engines, you know, and then the question.
So it's the Prolin Pro is what he actually has, and yes, those lines you just cut and you use the pull them through.
I'll tell you something. Sometimes I reckon some of the chainsaws are made by Willy Wonka's Oompa Loompas, because how you can get your hands in there sometimes and pull some stuff through is that it baffles me how that's even manufactured sometimes.
Yeah, sometimes it takes a lot of few choice swear words.
I also tend to find if you throw it about 150 yards, they tend to fix themselves.
Yeah, exactly.
Scrapping Together's in the house. How you doing, Scrapping Together? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Vince is in the house. How you doing, Vince? Nice to see you too, buddy. Dan Less is in the house too. How you doing, Dan? 52 in the house. Some thumbs up. It'd be nice, people, if you've please got them. Give us a thumbs up. That'd be much appreciated. Ali Mack's in the house too. Did I miss Ali Mack? I think he's sneaked in somewhere under the radar. He's probably covert in the chat. I didn't see you, Ali. Ifyon's in the house too. How you doing, Ifyon? Nice to see you, buddy boy. Hope you're doing well. Anyone else did I miss? No, I think I got you all. I think if I missed anyone, just please shout. I'm not rude. I just sometimes I get involved in a chat, and before you know it, the day's gone. So the link is in the chat. If anyone wants it, feel free. So if we're all done there, what we're going to do, we're going to move on to the Guess What It Is challenge. And what I do is I'll put a picture of a piece of equipment up on the screen. And I can give you some hints to what it is, but not all, because obviously some hints will just give it away. If anyone else like to come up on the chat, on the panel, to help out and ask questions, then feel free. I can't see the chat and all the rest of it at the same time, so that's not going to happen. So there's one of me key rings. These are limited edition. I've only ordered 50,000 of them, so feel free.
50,000.
I'll post anywhere in the world, so feel free to do that. And what I do is I get the first picture up, and we'll see how we get on, and we'll go from there. So let me just fire my emails up. So I'll disappear for a little while. I won't be able to see whilst I'm negotiating, opening up my emails without shutting my stream off. Let's get rid of that. Don't need that up there no more. Let me just fire my emails up. Whilst my emails are firing up, I'll come on back to you. That's it. I'm back. Did you miss me? And then I'm going to just refresh that page very quickly. That's refreshing. Taking its time. That wants a review request, which it always does on my streams. That's done that. So now we can get rid of that now. Okay, so my emails will be firing up very shortly. Vince F, I have done fuel lines and filter. Okay, cool. Well done. I think diaphragms, if it's bogging, it's fuel delivery, Nige. Fuel delivery. Right. Let me see if my emails are fired up, and then we'll go for the first. Oh, no, I don't need to do it. I'm so ahead of myself. I actually saved them in a folder. So let me share screen. Up here. Up we go. And let's bring that one on up. So there's a screen. Right. So I'm going to bring the first photograph up of what I've got. And the first one to guess right wins a Micks Mowers keyring, and I will send it out anywhere in the world. So here's the first photograph. Let me go off to me folder. Should be in somewhere that says tools, which is this one here. Working on it, it says, and there's the first tool. Now you should be seeing that. Am I right?
Yeah, we can see it.
So there you go. So there's the first tool. We'll let the chat run for about 15 seconds before we shout out in the panel what we think we know what it is. I think it's pretty straightforward. I had a pretty good guess at it myself. So have a little think about that, see what that is, and feel free to put in a comment section in the chat what you think that is. And the first person to guess right will receive a limited edition Micks Mowers keyring. So let me now come back to the old chat and bring my pop out back as well, because that helps.
Snobby says link remover.
A link remover for a push bike. What you mean, like for a chain? You mean, Snobby? Six Nations title of this year. JJ's no. A pipe
Flaring to flare out the end of a copper tube.
Okay, pipe flaring. Yeah, no, not a pipe flaring tool. No. A key. No, it's not a key. A nut compressor. That's a nut compressor. A garden tap. A chainsaw chain splitter. No. Not much bigger than a push bike. Nope. A link remover. No, it's not a link remover. I just need to go back up the chat, make sure I'm not missing any other guesses. Hi Breezy, laugh my ass off. No. It's nothing to do with fly fishing, by the way. Just in case anyone asks. A link remover, no. A pipe bender, no. A cable oiler, nope, not a cable oiler. A rod pusher, as in what sort of rod do you mean? Have a little go on that one. See how we get on. Do you know what it is, Cajun?
Well, it looks similar to a chain brake, but
okay,
that's already been guessed. I didn't know. I didn't know we could guess up here.
I mean, you can do. You know what I mean? If you want a keyring and you feel that way inclined, you know what I mean. What do you think, Brandon? You're a knowledgeable person. What do you think? I know you've had your hair cut.
I was trying to think, because it has like this one little thing, sharp bar down at the edge. It looks almost like something that would cut down there towards the bottom of the
okay,
under the threaded part.
Do we have a winner? I think we have a winner. Pete Froud says it's a poached egg. No, it's not. No, sorry, Pete. No, it's not that. No, it's not that, Pete. Sorry, Pete. For a minute there, I thought you had it, Pete. So let me know if you want to see it again, just to give you a clue. Feel free. Pipe bender, cable oiler, a rod pusher, vice for wire stripping. No, it's not a vice for wire stripping. A lip splitter. No, no, that's called a fist. A small vice, send it to me. No, Snobby, it's not a small vice. Could have a hey Micks Mowers, could I have a cup, please? A cup. I can send you a cup, Teen. Yeah, I think I might have run out, Teen. I've got one to send to Edward, but I'll have a look at my box. I might have a couple left. If not, I'm going to order some more up. Not a problem. Can we see it again, Mick? No. A piston restore? No. Laugh out loud, says Tina. I would like to see it again, says Drifty. And as you have asked so nicely, I will send it to you again. So here it comes. Let me share the screen. Bring the picture on up. There she goes. There she is.
Well, it's the way it pivots right there in the middle. That sucker sure does look like some kind of pipe bender or some kind of bender.
Yeah, wouldn't you say so? Wouldn't you say so, indeed?
I wonder if that has to do anything with throttle cables.
Oh,
I touched on something there.
Do you know what? When you said throttle cables, for a minute there, I thought you said throttle cables because you're absolutely incorrect. Anyway,
oh boy.
Piston restore.
Yeah, right. Yeah, throttle cable. Yeah, to cut the choke, the conduit. The conduit.
Snobby says, "Is it a bullet maker?" No, it's not. Snob. Is it is it for putting hose connections on a pipe? No. A pipe thread cutter? No. Looks like a tool to cut choke shearing on a mower throttle cable? No. A link remover for a bike chain? No. Pipe joint? No. An old style flattening tool? What do you mean by that, Jace? Expand on that for me, please. Because that could be nearly right. So you need to explain to me what you actually mean, Jason, what that tool will be used for. It looks like some sort of a press. I think you're right. It does look like some kind of a press.
Yeah.
Is it a compression tester? No, it's not, Dusty. A spring compressor to compress small springs? No. Brake pipe flatter? No, mate. No, sorry. I thought you were nearly close then, but it's not. No. Feel free. My bum has gone numb.
When you're not around.
Does it have to do with small engine repair?
Oh yes.
Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah. Well, that was my two guesses: a chain brake or something that has to do with throttle cables.
Making the end of a pipe flanged a bit. Do you know, Benedict, you're nearly on the right line. Nearly on the right line. I need to know what it actually is used for.
It does look like a flaring tool, where it flares out the end of a cup.
Oh.
That's what it looks like.
We seem to be on the right track. And do you know something, Cajun? You're going to stand up and you're going to say to somebody in your house, "Can someone please kick me in the balls for not guessing this?"
Probably. Now, is that a UK version of that tool?
Do you know what? I think back in the day, I think this was common. Common.
Okay.
Only for those. I will say only for those. A cable nipple maker that actually came up as a hide or show comment. No, it's not a cable nipple maker. But can you please send me a photograph of a cable nipple maker? I'd like to see one. So for those of you,
I know what he's talking about.
Could be for making the flared flanned edge of an oil dipstick pipe of old. Nope. But
No,
but you're on the old right thing. I need to know what it's for. Similar, it's similar, Jason, but you were on a completely different wavelength to where he is. You said cables. Let me know if you want to see it again. Brandon, stop Googling it.
I'm not Googling it. I had to go in the house and get my soda.
It's not. No, you weren't. I can see the reflection of your screen on the forehead. So don't give it all that.
Here, let me just do a reverse image search real quick. Pull that picture back up.
A washing finger tool. No. Do you want to see it again? Right. Okay. Let me bring it on up. This is a good one.
Yeah, that's a stumper there.
And this one also came from the same person that showed the last one, which got everyone because I was describing it wrong.
Does it have a point on that threaded arbor?
What here?
Yeah. Does it have a point right there?
No. Do you know what? I think it's absolutely vital. It's flat. Absolutely
Okay.
vital. That is the vital piece of it.
Okay.
Is it a valve? Is it the bottom of the valve?
Say again.
Is it the cut a valve?
I think you're right.
Valve cutter. Wow.
Let me check now. Let me come on back. Share screen.
Oh, thank you, Missy.
Where are we? Let me come out of here. Don't do that one. Let me go into, where are you, big boy? Into there.
Yep.
Oh,
Snobby,
okay.
Snobby said valve remover. It reminded me of a valve cutter. So
Okay.
I give that one to Snobby because he made me think of it when he said valve remover. Yeah.
Valve truer. Wait.
Yeah.
Valve.
So it's
Yeah.
for redoing the facing edge on a valve.
Yeah.
So well done, Brandon. Now guess what's going to happen, Brandon? I will promise to send you out that keyring as soon as you.
But I can't take all the credit because Snobby said valve remover.
It's not a valve removing tool. It's not for valve removing. Once a valve is out, it's for recutting the edge.
Yep.
So
But
yeah,
that's
I will.
what made me think of it.
I will send you my keyring. You finish the rest of that sentence off, Brandon.
Okay, I will get your stuff out. Look, it's right there on the wall. Right there. Right there.
Okay, so Brandon, down below is my email. I don't know if you got it already, mate. Feel free. Take my email down with your phone or with a bit of paper, whatever you've got to hand. There's my email address. Send me your address, buddy, and I will send you out a keyring. And I'll also send you out a new version of my sticker to put over my old one to update it. So I've got a new coloured version of sticker as well. So feel free to do that, mate. Okay. Let me know when you got it. mixmowers01@gmail.com.
All right.
You got it?
Yep.
Cool. If anybody else has any photographs they'd like to send me, because that was cool, feel free to send me the photograph and exactly what it's called and exactly what it is used for. It's imperative I have that information. Don't send me something to say this is what I think it is, because someone in the chat is going to prove me and you wrong.
I got a cool tool that probably nobody here but Cajun will know.
Well, that's it. Then you got just email it over, bro. Take a photograph, email it over, and I should put it in the list of things
I'll be right
to do.
back.
Yeah, no worries. Don't show no one. So does it crimp to the ends of a throttle cable? No. An old vice note. Benedict says, wow, cool. Yeah, there you go. Keith, hi Mick. I've got a EF Seco mower. Any thoughts? Yeah, not bad actually. Yeah, okay. Not too bad. Said him a mullet wig. Laugh out loud. I'm back in the room now, says Jason. It's cool. Thanks for coming back. The Hurricane is back. Welcome back, Jason, Pete. Well done, BS. Yeah, that was good, eh? That was a good one. So if anyone else has any other bits like to send me, feel free. I've got one more come through, I think. Let me just double check this one. It's just come through. I've got two, actually. I've got a thing from the Diesel guy as well. It says, oh, my word, really? Okay, cool. That's really weird. I've not seen one like that before. I've got one from Sparky as well.
Keith Miller. I know a Keith Miller, but he goes by Mountain Man also.
Okay. Right. I've got two more. I've got two more that have come in. And I might keep it for later. I've got one more to come, which I've been sent as well, which I don't think, to be fair, anybody is going to get. This is going to be an absolute stumper. However, you never know who's in the chat. So I'm going to put the link out there. Feel free to come on up. I've got 65 in the house. Can you believe that? 65 people in the house. Absolutely outstanding with that. Cannot believe it. 65. Can we get some thumbs up? That'd be much appreciated. I did send you. Yeah, Raphael, the one you sent me last week, buddy boy, I did. It was guessed within 3 seconds flat. So a bit more vintage would be good. Right. So if you're all ready, are you all ready for the next one, or do you want to wait a bit? My sister's boyfriend, I gave him a lawnmower at B&Q one, and I got for free. And a bloke snapped off the accelerator thing. How do I fix it? You need to just buy a new accelerator thing. Just check out the model of the lawnmower, put that into eBay or somewhere, and one will come on up. If need be, send me a photograph of it at my email address, and I'll try and find you one. Not a problem. Bring it on, Mick, says Epion. Bring it on. Okay, I'll bring it on. Bring it on, says Ethan. Right. Okay. So here's. Do you want to get any more on the panel? Any more small engine people want to come up here to assist the people in the chat? You're welcome. You're welcome to shout out as you go. Probably because it comes from England. It might be, but I think that valve cutter was English made too. So I'm going to get any more on the stream to come up to help shout and ball at people or not. Let us know. Send me a photograph of that one there, Brandon, when you've got it, mate. And exactly.
I already sent it. I don't know how long it's going to take me, but it's over.
I need to know exactly what it is and what it does. Okay,
I'll put it on there.
Right. So the next one I've got, you're not going to get. This one is going to be a stumper. Okay. Share screen.
That's it. Yeah.
And let's go over to here and let's bring this one up. When it loads. There you go.
It's almost $6. You might need $7.
There you go. There's the next one. You can have that for 15 seconds. You had a good look at it. You've had a good look at it. Let's see what your thoughts are on that one.
You got me on that one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me too.
Uh-huh.
I just joined Zafael's team. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to look up his saw and then I'll comment on one of his videos and for his chainsaw. I'll give my hand like that.
Yeah, cool, fantastic. No, absolutely no problem at all. Okay, so there's the last one or the next one. Probably best to come in England. I think it's a common problem with these lawnmowers. They do snap. If you leave them out and they get rain and whatever, they do snap, and they're also designed to snap. As I say, with that lawnmower with the throttle thing on, if you just send me a photograph of the lawnmower itself, the whole thing, and on the lawnmower there will be an identification sticker on it. Send me a photograph of that as well. Email it to my email address down below, which will be floating about momentarily. You can also find my email address on my about page on my channel or on my banner of my channel as well. It's on there too. So feel free to email me the photographs over. Little text to say, Mick, this is what I need help with about the throttle cable or whatever, and I'll try and help you out and point you in the right direction to where it needs to be. So my email address is there, and the email address is also in the in my about page, as I just said. So let's go back to the comments, see what we've got. A shut-off valve, no. Terry says no clue. A puller. A puller for what? It needs to be a bit more specific. Let's go a bit further. Looks like something for jacking something out. Possibly. Possibly not. Raphael, something for adjusting agricultural machine. No, it's not, I'm afraid. Looks like something jacking something out.
It does look like an adjustment for like a deck, you know, or a bush hog or something on an agriculture machine. It sure does resemble that.
Yeah. When I tell you in a minute a bit of information, because I know all about this bit of equipment, you will be shocked and stunned by the information I tell you. For spreading something, yes and no. It looks like something to use in plumbing. I doubt it very much. Hi. I have been lurking. No worries, Granny. A railway track tool. Yes, it is used on the railway infrastructure. A flywheel puller. No, it's not. A puller for tension. Yes, it is a puller for tension. But what? A connection for a ship chain. No.
Is that the one Brandon sent you a picture of?
No, this is my one.
Oh, okay.
No, you'll know the one I sent him a picture of.
A wood splitter. No. I'll give you the photograph again.
A wood splitter.
Now, if I tell you that this piece of equipment is probably about 24 to 30 inches long.
Oh, okay. That changes it.
So yeah, that changed. So the photograph does not do it justice. Trust me.
Yeah, I thought it was about 6 inches long.
No, hell no. It's about 30 inches long.
Wow. 30
Okay.
inches long.
It probably weighs best part of about 12 kilos upwards.
25 pounds. Wow.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. You know when you're carrying this on your back.
Oh, I could imagine.
Okay.
Man,
Now-
send
now
a axle out of a differential rear end?
No, we've already decided it's actually used on the railroad.
Oh, you mean on the train railroad?
Yeah, it's used on the train railroad.
Oh, nothing
Okay.
to do with small engines. Okay.
No, not this one. We have a winner of some sorts.
The track switcher tensioner.
So I'm going to give it. I'm going to give it to JJ's Motors, Mowers, and Machines. He says, "Is it for tensioning the tracks?" And it is exactly that and the opposite. It's for tensioning and untensioning the tracks. And what you do is, on this piece of equipment, is let me share the screen and bring the photograph back up. Where you have jointed track, where the track is bolted together, you have a fish plate with 4 holes, 2 holes this side, 2 holes this side.
Right.
And you put one of the holes, one of the bars in each of a hole, and then you put a bar in here, and you turn it clockwise to tension it, and clockwise to untension it. And we use that in the predominantly in the summer and the winter times in jointed track when it gets too hot, the joints close up, shut tight.
Right.
And we put those in the holes, and we will then force the joint open again to give it some gap for expansion, so the track doesn't buckle. Does anyone have an inkling to what the name of that is called?
I don't work for Union Pacific or Southern Pacific.
Well, this tool is British Railway. Okay. And it has a name which makes sense when you sort of look at it, but it's not a name you're going to guess. So, JJ, I've already got your email address, and I'll send keyring out to you. Tina said a rail tensioner first. Did she? Okay, no problem. As I say, I might have been off looking at the photograph when that came up. So, yeah, Tina, if that's the case, I should send me your address, sweetheart. I've got it somewhere, but send it to me anyway, sweetheart. On my address below, I'll send you one out too. Not a problem. Can't believe how close I was. Yeah. Anyone got an idea? No, it begins with F. Did Granny say that first? Let me check. So
Be right back.
When I share the screen, I don't get to see what you guys are chatting about. A track switcher tensioner for tensioning the track. Yeah, I'll give it to Granny too. Granny, you can email me up too, sweetheart. As I say, I'm not. You know what I mean? It is what it is. I'm not gonna be picky over who's a winner. Because someone else said,
I got someone here. You can put me in the basement if you have to.
I've got no one there, mate. It says rail tensioner by Tina as well. So yeah, all 3 of you. I'll give you a prize each. You know what I mean? Because that's the sort of person I am. So anyone hazard a guess as to? Do you know what? You're not far off, Dusty. Anyone hazard a guess to what it's called? A worm tool? No, it's slightly bigger than a worm. Frigid? No. It begins with F. How you doing, fireman? Nice to see you. A widget begins with F, Dusty, with a F.
Oh, an F. I thought you said an S.
Oh, sorry. F for Freddy.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
A frigate. No. A faucet tool. A fudger. No, not called a fudger. What do you put inside a hole that begins with F? What do you put inside a hole that begins with F?
Oh boy. That's got to be a British term.
No. You put something in a hole beginning with F. Nope. 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 67 in the house. Can I get some thumbs up? That'd be great.
Oh boy. Oh.
A finger. Could be. No. An egg. No. What sort of hole? Okay. I will make it very simple, and you're going to get this as soon as I say it, okay? Some of these have red eyes. Not a frog.
Yeah, I was thinking frog.
A foosball. Foxes, no. Foxes don't have red eyes, unless you poke them in the eye. Some of these have red eyes.
Red eyes. I'm thinking animal for some reason. When you shine a light at night on their eyes, they're red.
Fish, no.
Oh.
Are we running out? Are we running out of ideas? A ferret. Well done. There you go. There's the answer. A ferret.
A ferret. You put a ferret in a hole? Oh, a ferret goes into a hole in the ground. Okay. All right. Well,
so there you go.
You put it in a hole, there. Or it goes in a hole. Okay.
There's another winner there. If you said ferret, which you did down there, email me up. I'll send a keyring too. So thank you very much. Much appreciated. My email address is down below or on my about page or on my banner. So feel free.
It's a ferret. Okay.
It's a ferret.
That's a new one on me.
Yeah, it's called a ferret because you put it in a hole, and that's just what they call it. Pass a ferret. And it is used to expand and contract jointed rails. So where we have breather switches, which are rails that are sliced in half long ways, where they fish up and down each other as the temperature changes. As the breathers close up to buckling point, we will then go back and we'll pull about 4 or 5 joints back to give more expansion as it gets hot, and we have to do that continuously throughout the whole day. Do it manually. Okay, bros and kids showed up. Got to go. Yeah, no worries. Thank you, Monica, for coming in. Much appreciated. I'll put the link out there for anyone else who wants to come on up. Feel free. The link to the chat is there. My missus is playing with my ferret. Cheers, Jason. Has it? I hope it hasn't got a red eye.
Oh boy. Are you talking about? This is older than Cajun. Yeah, I am. I'm Snobby's grandpa.
Yeah. It's definitely sort of 1940s. Definitely, without a doubt. Definitely, but it's still used to this day. And when I say they come in 2 sizes, they probably come in more sizes now. We use 113-pound flat bottom and a 95-pound bullhead rail. So we have 2 different types of bullhead, being 95 pounds smaller than 113-pound rail, because 113 pound per foot. So we use 2 different types of flathead and the bullhead. My ferret's only got 1 eye.
Boy.
You're wicked. Links in the chat. Anyone wants to come up? 65 in the house. Can't believe I got 65 in here. That's absolutely outrageous. Thank you very much. You can get some thumbs up. Would be fantastic. It helps towards the growth of my channel. And the more successful my channel is, the more stuff I can give you guys and girls for entertainment and what have you. So feel free to do that. I think, another 2 more come up. If you want to have another one, do you want to have another one, or do you want to have a bit of a chat for a while? Because at the moment, I've only got me and Cajun up here. Brandon's gone to go and get a Chinese or something, and there's no one else absolutely queuing to get up here, which is unusual. Normally get a few on here. Yeah. I think you're in the chat because you want to win a prize, right?
Yeah, usually Zippo will come in, or a wheel horse, or. Usually there's 5 or 6 of us up here.
Okay, let me try and find another one. Brandon sent me one over. So has what's this? Secret tool. Let's have a look. See what this one is. Not seen this one yet. Hi Mick. Here's another secret tool. Okay. I'm just reading what it is. Right. Okay. I've got this one here. Let me just blow that one up. Let me blow up even more. Bring it back. Okay, Cajun's gone for a minute. If anyone else wants to come up on the chat, feel free to come on up. Not a problem. Some of you may get this, actually. I reckon some of you may get it. We shall see. Let me bring the pop-up chat up. Keep going. Egg salad on the menu. Mick, are you still on for your YouTube gang to gate crash?
I'll be back in a minute.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, definitely. We're all going. Snobby's been telling me all about it. We're going to go and gate crash Snobby's Techie Boy's wedding. Yeah, definitely. Scott wants to come up. Scott, can you please remove your glasses for me? Thank you very much. How you doing, Scott?
Yeah, I'm doing good.
Good man, good man. Thanks for popping on up. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm pretty good.
I'm glad to hear it. Whereabouts are you, buddy boy?
I'm I'm UK. I'm in Somerset.
Oh, you're in Somerset. Oh, yeah, fantastic. Good
Yeah.
Well, you should have guessed the word begin with F, shouldn't you?
Yeah, completely left me mind really.
You're that way of the world. Where
kicking myself.
ferrets are used. You're that way in the world.
Yeah.
Right, let me bring the pop-out chat up. There is room on the stream for 2 more if you want to. Brandon's gone for Burton, so he can be dumped out if need be. So feel free. I'm back. Was in the shop, says Tim Palmer. So what are you up to then, Scotty? What do you do? Do you do small engines, or do you do your own vlogs? What do you do?
Well, I'm kind of getting into small engines. I've got well, last year I got given a Hater Harrier 41, which was due to go to scrap. Basically, one of my neighbours, he's got he does lots of scrap stuff. And he's like, I've got this lawnmower, it's just way too good to be scrapped, which I agree. And I think it was like 20 quid that I paid for it. So it wasn't too bad. The only problem that was wrong with it was it was running quite fast. But I managed to get it sorted. It just needed a bit of adjustment of carburetor. But
what engine's got on it? What engine's on it?
It's a Tecumseh engine.
Tecumseh, okay. Yeah, well, that's your first mistake is getting a lawnmower with Tecumseh on it. That's your first mistake you've made.
Yeah, that engine's now blew up.
Yeah, it will do. Yeah, it will do.
It's got metal in all sorts of bits of it.
Take it off and put a Briggs on it, and it'll work much better for you. Tim Palmer says, whereabouts in Somerset are you? Scott says Tim. I think he's that way of the world.
I'm Wellington. I'm down in Wellington.
He's down in Wellington, Tim. There you go. He's whereabouts are you, Tim? I'm in Bristol.
I'm a bit further down.
He's a bit further down.
Bit further down, yeah.
Right. Okay. So, are we ready for the next mystery tool? I reckon some of you may get this. You know, I don't think this is going to be as hard as what it looks it's going to be. But I reckon there might also be some funny comments. So here we go. Heads down for a full house. Feel free to shout out. I may have to go back to refer to what this actually is. There you go. And if anyone says rolling pin, they get 10 points deducted.
So we're going by points on this one, huh?
So there you go. There's a tool. Feel free to have a shout and a ball. Let me get my pop-out chat up so I can see what's going on. A one-handed rolling pin. 10 points deducted. 10 points deducted, Dusty, rolling pin. What does the other half has something like that? Okay, yeah, no, yes, I knew we'd get some comments. A rolling pin that was broken, no. A tamper, no. A pipe blocker, no. No clue, says Benedict. A filter, no. A wife beater.
A husband whacker.
I said it before you did.
Husband hitter.
You can't take what I haven't got. Is it for bending sheet metal? No. TNT? No, not TNT. Let me go back to the email without showing the page just to clarify what it actually is. Because oh yeah, that's what it is. Yeah. I would like the name of this if possible. And it is an old tool. I can remember using these when I was at school. Similar, not like that, but similar. A water mop? No. An alignment tool? No.
Dusty blonde. It does look like a dent puller.
Doesn't it? Hey up, Johnny 5.
Benedict has a question.
Benedict, what line of work is it used in? Now you ask me questions, see? Bear with. I need to read it again.
A grape smasher. Homemade wine, fruit of the vine. That big part, was it made out of wood?
Do you know? I don't know.
Oh, okay. Do we know how big it is?
No.
Is that what Brandon sent you?
No.
Oh, okay.
Let me just Google what that actually part of it is, just so I can distinguish and might better help you out, because I'm actually sort of stumped as to what it is. Again, he hasn't sent me sort of really
just sent you that. Okay.
Yeah, really sort of good information. Let me just see what that actually comes back as.
It does look like some kind of form to form metal.
Let me see what that comes back as.
Oh, I've got plenty of window weights, Granny. I got them old ones that are 100 years old. I got a bunch of those things.
Okay, right now I'm starting to see.
They're over 100 years old. Came out of an old house. We changed the windows out on them. Them old wooden sash windows, and they had the weights on each side. And we put all the new vinyl windows in that house. That was my neighbor's house. He gave me all of them window weights.
Okay. I think I know what it's for.
They make good throw lines from the bank in the middle of the bayou. You put you about 5 hooks on a long line, like a tri line, but you put one of them window weights on it and a cork in the middle just to keep the line, the hooks up above the top of the ground. Boy, some catfish. Oh boy.
Okay, so I've just educated myself as to what it is for. Let me get rid of that so you don't see it.
Hello, Scotty Godwin. How you doing?
Hi, Scotty. You saying hi? Occasion, Scotty saying hi to you, buddy.
Oh, hi. Sorry.
Is it your first time on a live stream, Scotty?
Yeah. Well,
okay. Yeah. Don't be nervous.
I've done like live streams on my own, which is just plain.
Yeah. Don't be shy. Occasion only bites on a Saturday night. Oh, what day is it today? Right, let's have a look, see what we got then. Go back up the top.
Hi, Dusty.
Down. Hey up, says Johnny. Right. What line of work? Okay, so I would say this is either used in metalwork or woodwork. You would use it within that criteria. It could be used in other industries, possibly. This is a tool for doing something. I would say within woodwork or metalwork.
Okay.
A water float. Is it small or large? Do you know what? I think it would be quite substantial, is what I would say it is.
Yeah, about 2.5, 3 foot long, more likely.
A wooden mallet. No. Lofts for cylinder? No. A weight? No. Is it for a stonemason? No. It looks like a stonemason's hammer? No. A blackboard rubber? No. Window weight? No. Fillet? No. Me too? No. Looks like a board. Looks like the boards our teachers used to beat us with. Yeah, I know what you're saying. Pusher for grinding? No.
No, it's not for taking dents out of cars, Miss Tina.
No. My house is over 100 years old. Okay. Is it a pencil holder? No. Piston tamper? No. Use for sash windows? No.
Woodworking or metalworking?
Yeah, you'd use it within that industry, is what I would say.
Right. Two most used.
An old mallet.
Nick, and I'm in the woodworking. I've owned a couple of cabinet shops.
Is it a tool nut? No. A knocking stick? No. Is it used for scalping? No. A hammer for taking dents out of cars? No. A metal former? No.
No, it's not a metal former.
Is it a thing? It is a thing.
It is a thing. You're right, big boss. You're right.
Feel free to go onto your community page, people, and share me out in the stream on your community tab saying that I'm live. I've got 67 in the house and I have been holding solid now for 67, which is fantastic. I really can't believe can't believe 67 in the house, which is absolutely fantastic. So feel free to share me out, get more people in here. The more people in here, the more fun we have. Simple as that.
When I do my gold wheels instead of my silver wheels, boy, that's when I get 75, 80 people in there steady.
Yeah. I've already shared you out to Granny. Granny, that is because you are a superstar. A peg slater setter? No. A nail file.
Is it some kind of J roller for when you're gluing Formica down or something?
Say again.
Like a J roller type when you're gluing Formica down on cabinet tops?
Yeah, it's not.
No. I mean, it doesn't have the shape of a J roller, but I was figuring it was to apply pressure to something in woodworking.
What did Dusty say it was?
What's that? Oh, nail file?
Not one of them, Dusty. A sander, a fudge packer. No, it's not a fudge packer. A what you may call it. Yeah, it's a thingamabob. A what's-ma-call-it.
Oh.
56 in the house. We're taking a nosedive. People are losing interest.
Maybe it's time for another little hint.
Oh, I have to be really careful because it's tricky. Is it a round cylinder with a tail? Ish, yeah, it is, but it's not what it's used for. A hickory do no. Metal edges tamper. No. Let me share the screen and show it one more time. I need to make sure before I share the screen I don't actually pull it up what it actually is. Let me come over to email. There it is. Yeah, got it. Okay. We'll do that. Bring it back down into there. Share the screen. Hit that up.
Woodworking and metalworking has a lot in common.
Bearing in mind, that's the wrong place. Bearing in mind, this is an old tool, so you might not necessarily nowadays because you don't see it. Nowadays doesn't mean it's still not in use, and some modern technology may have taken over what this tool is for.
It's some kind of roller or something. It spins. I see that yellow thing on there.
I think that is the key. That is the key.
Is it a glue applicator or some kind of applicator?
Nope. I'll put the link out in case anyone wants to come on up.
Well, we do got some odd answers.
I darn near put what it was in the chat then. Like I never hit the old enter button. Let me copy
Is it
that up.
obsolete? Probably not.
Do you know what? I think that some people may still have this around, especially if they have a certain piece of equipment, they would definitely use this. A ramming tool? Nope. Is it obsolete tool? Do you know what? I'll still use it if I needed it. Is it a lint roller? No. Looks like a wash machine wringer? No. Toilet.
Is it to line up parts for a lathe?
Oh. No, it's not. But you're sort of hunting along the right sort of lines.
Okay.
Does it roll out material? No. Is it used on a lathe? No, it's not used on a lathe.
Because a lathe would, you got woodworking lathes and metal lathes.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Is it for wrapping? No. 63 in the house. 63 people are still really interested.
Oh, that's a good idea, Edward. I mean, that's a good, like like a wrap for that plastic wrap you put around a pallet or put around things to hold them together.
You know what? You could probably definitely use it for that.
Yeah, that's a good guess.
Is it used in wood turning?
Forward turning, like a lathe.
Not. I mean, when you say wood turning, I'm assuming you mean like a lathe, as in that. No, it's not. No, it's not on a lathe. It looks like the doner meat from a kebab takeaway. No, it's not. Hi, Nate from Go Kart's Gone Fishing. How you doing? We're just having a little competition here, Nate, to guess what it is.
Hey, Nate, how you doing, buddy?
One-handed rolling pin. No, it's not.
No, that's been said a dozen times already.
I'll bring it back on up for you. Let me bring it back on up. Share the picture, and we go back onto this one. There it is. There she is.
See, at first I thought it could be something to do with cleaning, but
is it a gauge for gauging a size for something?
No.
No.
Okay, I'll give you a clue. This tool would be used if your piece a vintage sex toy. Absolutely correct. This tool would be used if your piece of machinery stopped working for a particular reason.
Oh.
Looks like a weird hammer to me.
So it's used for a particular piece of equipment.
It would have to be unjamming something or taking something out of
a dull alignment.
Yeah, I jumped on that one early. Alignment tool for a lathe or something, but
do you know what? When you say alignment, you like I said to you, as soon as you said the word alignment, I was like, you're nearly there. It's a repair tool. So yeah, it's used within. If you were in the woodwork or machine work industry, using a particular style of a piece of equipment, you may use this tool to repair the machine.
That's a good guess, Granny. It is. Like on a bandsaw.
A tool to help replace. Granny, you have got it exactly correct. That's what it is. This is a Bradshaw tool, and it is used for re-putting on the belt on a Bradshaw blade cutter, which is two belts. And when the belt slips off, you would put the big arm piece up against the belt, which spins, and then it rotates. You pull it out, so it goes back onto the belt. There you go, Granny. You are a super.
That's what I was saying, Granny. That's a real good guess because
it's for replacing the belt. That's exactly what it does.
I had to use one of them about 6 months ago to put the belt that holds the blade, on a bandsaw on the top part. They have, your blade comes from the bottom to the top, that circular blade, and there's a belt on that wheel, a rubber grip belt. And you have to, those things are a booger to get on you. Let me tell you something.
So if I take it over to here, you're already there. Let me bring it over to here. Where are you guys gone? You're over here. Into there.
That's what that yellow piece on there was for.
Share screen. Share the screen, and then we're going to go up to here, and that's what it's used for. So you'll have a belt on this wheel.
Right. Exactly. That's what I was talking about. There's a rubber belt that goes around that wheel, and they are very tight.
Just like on this one here. So you would then put that tool in here, pull the belt out, and you'll fish it on. There, is that the tool there? Could be the tool there, maybe? I don't know. Could be. That could be it just there. Possibly. Anyway, that's what it's for. So well done, Granny. You've already won a prize, Granny. So it's up to you. You can either have 2 key rings, Granny, or where have you gone? You've gone back over here. Or hang on, let me find you. Pop out chat. Or you can nominate somebody else to receive a limited edition. These are limited edition, people. Micks Mowers keyring. Granny, you can either have 2. I will send you. I think you've already got one of my stickers, Granny. I'm not quite sure. If you haven't, I sent just email me saying sticker and keyring. And if you want to donate your second keyring to somebody else, then feel free just to put their name in the chat and say I donated to somebody else, and I will send it to them instead.
Snobby, you're my grandson. You're not too old and big enough for me to put you across my knee now.
So you would hold the small handle. You hold the smaller part, and you push it into the machine, and then it picks a belt up. You take the tension, you fish it over in the channel of a Bradshaw wheel, takes it away, and away it goes. Did Granny say anything?
I did not know they were called Bradshaw wheels.
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
So that was cool. Granny, what are you doing, darling? Are you going to donate it to somebody else, or do you want to, sweetheart? Let me know what you want me to do. Guess the number between 1 and 64, guys. Number between 1 and 64. Way you go. Guess the right number, and Granny will decide who is going to be the winner.
Quick.
Granny, this is down to you, sweetheart. I don't know what number you pick, so you'll have to say. Still got 64 in the house. Fantastic. I can't believe got 64 in the house. Granny, I hope you're watching, sweetheart. This is going quick. I might put something in myself and see how I get on.
I can go. Is it one guess? Probably one guess only, correct?
I think you can keep going. I think just keep going until someone gets it.
Oh.
Not yet. It's not been picked yet, Granny says. Not yet, says Granny. We're going to be here all night. Good one, Granny. I hadn't thought of that. Keep going, Granny. I've never seen this chat move so fast for a free keyring. Not yet, says Granny.
That went way too quick. Whoa.
No, it was moving slow on my end.
Oh, my God. It was just at my end.
I'm on the YouTube side, so.
Check it out my side. Absolutely buzzing.
Oh, I've seen mine when I do giveaways. Man, them things go that fast.
Not yet, Granny. One is close. Oh, that doesn't help anyone, does it? Oh, Granny, this is all on you. What was it? Number between 1 and what? 60 something, did I say?
1 to 64, I think.
Yeah, we've got someone choosing 70 here.
Let me see. I will be able to go up and check all the way up.
Not yet, says Granny. My Lord, this is mental. Are you in there, Scotty? You want to go here, Scotty?
Yeah, I have.
Oh, come on. Big
Yeah,
box.
it was between 1 and 64.
Not yet, says Granny. Oh, Lord.
Oh, wow.
Damn. Dang. Some on guy. Oh, come on, guys.
Somebody ought to have it by now.
Well, I don't know. It's not, this ain't nothing to do with me. Even AJP's come flying in trying to guess the number and all.
Well, do my lucky number.
Stop.
Oh,
It's
we
been
got to
good.
stop.
And now I know what you're going to say. You're all going to say I said it first. Jason Hughes is the winner. Apparently, whatever number Jason, well done, Dusty. Whatever,
Pretty sure. Wow. Pretty sure.
What's the
whatever number Jason Hughes put in there is the winner. Well done, Granny, for making that interesting, sweetheart. Much appreciated. There is my email address, Jason Hughes. I'm pretty sure you might have sent me an email in the past, mate. If you haven't, feel free to send me the email over to say you want to. I think you might have a sticker. I'm not sure, mate. If you haven't got either, let me know and I'll send them both over to you. And big thanks to Granny for donating that one over to your good self. So super happy with that. Well done, people.
Okay, 50.
So that's good.
52.
Well done. There you go. See, would love a sticker, Mick. You want a sticker? Email me up. Email me up. Okay. So, is any? I got 69 in the house. Nearly got 70 in the house. Absolutely unbelievable. On a Micks Mowers giveaway for a keyring is you should be disgusted with yourselves. Is what I'm saying.
Zephiel had 51, and he also had 53. He was around it all the way.
Fantastic. Right, I'll put the link out one more time for those who want to come up. I'm going to get rid of Brandon because he's. I'll put him down in the basement because he's down there somewhere. Where's Brandon? Let me drop Brandon down. Feel free to come on up. Anyone, if you want to kind of have a chat now, feel free.
I did get a second lawnmower though recently, which has a Briggs & Stratton engine on it. So I did kind of justify myself a bit.
Yeah, that's good, mate. I mean, the old Quantum's all right. We've got Top Conqueror in the house. He's gone off. Nigel's come back. Give us a wave, Nige.
Oh yeah, those look good.
There's Nige. How you doing, Nige?
Right.
Top Conqueror is about. I think he's gone off to go make himself a cup of tea. Phil, are you there? He'll come back in a minute when he sees me.
Mick, I got a question for you.
Go on, buddy.
That engine on that mower you showed earlier, the one on your lift. Yeah, that one, that real mower, drum mower, what have you. Is that a Briggs & Stratton engine on that?
So I was asking the question today myself, funnily enough, because I'm not overly familiar. Apparently, they are called an iron horse.
It looks like a 5S or a 6S Briggs.
What type of engine it is, I couldn't quite tell you. As I say, I'm not. I've never pretended to be a professional. From what I understand, is they're called an iron horse because on the front of the drum on the grass box, the crest is of two horses.
Okay.
So if anyone does know what the actual engine is on here, on this little tiny Suffolk Punch,
it's from the 50s. I can tell you that.
Well, it's anywhere between 40s to 70s.
Yeah, it's 50s, and it looks like S6, 6S Briggs.
As of yet, I haven't found a date on it. I was told there's a little tiny plaque just behind the carburetor, which there is. I've sanded it back because someone's painted it over the years, and there's no numbers visible. I do have some engine numbers on the side, but I'd have to research it. There's normally some form of engine numbers also on the flywheel, but nothing there either.
Okay, have you taken the flywheel off?
Not yet.
Not yet. Is it a reverse thread or a regular right hand? It is a reverse. Okay, great. That's one main thing about the S5 and S6s, 6S, as in San Francisco. On those Briggs, they are reverse thread, and on the back of the flywheel, on those Briggs engines, it'll say 5S or 6S, and it'll give you the date, the year of that engine on that flywheel.
Let me bring it a bit closer.
but it'll be behind the flywheel, you know, facing the block.
Yeah.
And it's Mardi Gras time in South Louisiana right now. Mardi Gras kicked off yesterday here in Eunice for the 5-day festivities. Mardi Gras. Oh, I can hear him pumping that lift.
Yeah, pumping lift up.
Yeah, yesterday I got a little video on my channel that about a 3-minute video of downtown Eunice where I live at. Well, I don't live downtown. I live on the north side toward the country, but I went downtown and showed, you know, it was the streets were empty. They were setting up band equipment for the 2 major bands that was playing last night.
Yeah.
Wayne Dukes was playing last night, and Kyle Huval, and then they had the food booths going there, jambalaya, cracklings, starting
Oh,
up.
lovely.
Oh man, jambalaya! Oh boy,
Oh, I bet.
funnel cake.
So on the engine itself, I mean, you guys can help me out, right? You know, as I say,
Yes,
I'm not.
sir. Well, I'm gonna try.
So that's what I've got on the actual label itself. Now, there's nothing on there visible that tells me there is a date on there anywhere.
Okay, hold on. Suffolk.
It's a Suffolk Punch. So Pete Froud, he knows a little bit about them, and they're even called Iron Horse or Iron Foundry Engine. But I don't think that's actually the make of the engine. I'm not quite sure. I may have to go off and seek professional advice.
They didn't make their own engines. They used you know, third party, second party. Bridge,
Possibly.
Wisconsin.
I'm not quite sure. So around the other side, I've got some numbers down here.
Okay, let me see the base of it, the bottom of the engine itself. That would be a dead giveaway for a S5. Okay, that's your oil filler right there.
That's your oil filler is a red one, yeah, and there's one around the other side, which is your extraction one.
Oh, and it has a recoil starter on it. Okay.
Be numbers on that little plaque just there behind the carburetor. That's where it should be.
Right.
But I've sounded that back, and I can't find nothing on there. So Bruce is saying it's a Suffolk Colt, which I believe it to be a Suffolk Colt.
Okay, it's not an S5 or an S6, I don't think.
No. Jack is saying 1920s.
No.
Partners are saying 1950s.
50s.
Yeah, possibly. But do you know what the funny thing? Do you know what the funny thing is?
See, that's a cast iron block, so that would be 50s or early 60s with a cast iron block.
Now, wouldn't it be an absolute scream if you could just start that little baby up?
Yeah, it would be, huh?
Oh, it'd be beautiful just to hear it tick over.
What kind of carb? Can I see the carb on it?
Yep. Let me bring it around.
That gas tank on top.
It's got a Zenith carburetor.
Can't see. Baby, that looks real good on you, Missy. Just like that.
I don't like being fat.
You're not fat. Oh well, you know, Benedict, they could have made their own engines. Wow. Yeah, that thing busted off real good.
There she goes. Little sneak peek Micks Mower has been working on that all day today, and she absolutely ticks over and runs like an absolute beauty.
Oh yeah, it busted off right away.
I've got a bit of work to do to it. A little bit of work to do to it. The carburetor is a little tiny Zenith carburetor, which is there. Tiny little thing.
And those were the best carburetors back then too. I mean, they were simple, easy to maintain, easy to work on.
Yeah. And the drive all works, and the blades all spin and everything. But I have just got to look into it's got a little bit of a carburetor leak coming off of the main gasket, and it tends to cut out when you first get it started. So I'm guessing it needs just a little bit more fuel intake. I'm not familiar on the carburetor adjustments. That's something I need to look up. And all I did today, literally all I did today was get this little puppy out for doing your nails, and I just cleaned up the points. Cause this is points already. Just give your points a bit of a tiffle,
Right.
And she just jumped into action. Holy moly, it runs as sweet as a nut. The video is coming out for that in about 2 weeks. The video is done, but there are other videos coming. I know I just released a video today, and someone said, "Where's a mower?" It's done. We got to remember is you are 2 weeks behind me, because I can't do videos every 2 or 3 days. I'd never keep up. It takes that took me nearly 3 hours just to try and get running, which will come out probably in about a half-hour video. Yeah, it's really sweet, eh? Was Mrs. P happy when you took her file? It wasn't actually. It was my next door neighbours. All right, Phil, I can see you, mate. Oh, his dad's gone off.
I own a lawnmower shop. I'm a Briggs and Stratton dealer, and I got somebody else cutting my grass for me.
Yeah.
He's
All
got
right, Phil.
He's got a riding mower. So
Good evening.
How you doing, buddy?
hey,
Yeah, just dealing with an accident with a DOD.
Okay.
Just swimming through.
oh boy.
What do you mean? What do you mean? DOD? Drink driving?
Hey, Roy.
Drunk and disorderly?
Where? Right on the mat. At least he's done it on the mat this time.
Right, okay.
Sorry about this.
Do you want me to pop you down, Phil, and come back when you're done?
Yeah, just a minute.
Okay, mate. I'll pop you down. Give me a wave when you're done. So I'll just fire the old girl up one more time.
Roy, the boy's in the house. Brandon's back in the house. Oh yeah, looks good, Missy.
You got to bleed the carburetor at certain legs, but it is weeping a bit more than what it should do. Plenty of compression. She's good to go. It runs really, really sweet. So I might take the carburetor back off of it tomorrow and give it another carburetor clean, because it's not quite. It keeps cutting out after about 25 seconds. It could be down to a multitude of things. It could be the points is actually failing. It could be anything. So, but at the moment, it's doing exactly what it should be doing. Brandon wants to come back on up. Oh, he's gone again. There he is. Oh, there he is. Hi, Brandon. I can't hear you. Music, Mick Mowers. Oh, I'll tell you something, Granny. When I fired that little girl up and it fired on the video you'll see, but I literally it didn't even turn over one compression stroke. It didn't even turn over one compression stroke, and it just jumped straight into action. And I've had it ticking over at the lowest of revs, and it's just absolute music to my ears. That little tiny engine just put potting over. And that's what makes my days when you get. I mean, that one was actually given to me for nothing. The bloke said, "I had it running last year. You can have it for nothing. Feel free to do what you want with it." So,
Wow.
Oh, definitely. And it just goes to prove, you can with a little bit of love. It always wants a bit of love and attention. It's not something I've ever worked on before, one like this. But it just first compression stroke on choke, and it just fired straight into action.
Yeah, she busted right off for sure.
Yeah, as I say, all the drive works and the blades all cut and what have you, but it does cut once you get it running on choke for a little. We might just have to warm it up a touch, but once it starts to run through, I've had it running for about 15 minutes solid. Good wood on that, Mick. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, you know what? It's a cracking little mower. We are good today. Waiting for scrap signal for the guy. It was a ton of scrap for me. Cool. Sounds fantastic. So yeah, what should I do? I mean, I'm in two minds. Should I do a full restoration on it? Okay. Full restore, or do I just part it out as it is, as in serviced, fully working, and let somebody else enjoy restoring it? Because I think there's two elements to it. I'm not keeping it. I can't keep it, Donald, because it just takes up too much space. I can't keep it. But it's been an absolute pleasure to work on. I think somebody, whether it be an older gentleman like Phil, or a young lad, sort of 10 years old, who wants to pot about with his granddad, they might just, really like to get that into their garage and work with granddad or their dad and strip it down and get it all back to original. For me, that's the better thing. I can't just sell that to a bloke who turns up with a Staffordshire Bull Terrier with a leather bridle on and wants to cut his grass. I can't do that.
Be back in a minute. Stop for me dinner, mate. Phil. I'll catch you in a minute, mate.
Well, mate. So yeah, I can't sell that to somebody who's just going to use it willy-nilly and just blow it up because it's not what it's designed for. So what do you think? Should I sell it as is, or do a full restoration and then sell it as is? Because for me, the money is no object because this didn't cost me anything. It was completely free. But I just feel that there's a better return in it for me if I sell it as a machine that needs to be restored. CC Scraps is in the house. How you doing, CC? I can see you down. Give me a wave, buddy boy, for me. Just give me a little wave, just so I can see you. Thank you very much. You can come on up.
All right.
How you doing, buddy?
I agree with you on that.
Hey, how's everybody doing today?
Doing okay. What do you think, Brandon?
All right.
Can you hear
Saying
me now?
hello.
I can't. I can hear you. Just about here, mate. Yeah, I can hear you, buddy.
I'm just saying hello, seeing what's going on.
Yeah, I can hear you, CC. No worries, buddy boy. Thanks for coming on up, mate. Nice to see you. Brandon, what do you reckon, buddy boy?
Yeah, I agree with you on selling it as is because you're going to be putting a lot of money. But on the bright side, as a channel that's monetized, you can make a lot of videos on restoring it. So there's the other side of it.
Yeah, there is that. I just feel that even if I put my heart and blood and sweat into this little mower and fully restore it back to its former glory, I just feel that somebody else is missing out in doing that.
Yeah, that's true.
And for me, if you got a young lad, or I had a message just the other day. I had a 74-year-old man message me the other day saying, "My wife's told me I need a hobby," and he said, "Through watching your videos, I'm now repairing small engines." So if I got like a 74-year-old man who just potters in his garage, tin of paint it up, and go through it with a fine tooth comb, and it becomes his pride and joy, I would get more pleasure out of somebody else doing it up, sending me a photograph of it when it's complete and looking spanking. But that's just me.
Hey, I had a
What do you think,
question for
CC?
Mick.
Go on, buddy. Yeah,
That's cool.
far away.
Well, hey, I have a. Oh, better.
Yeah, I hear you.
Better.
Yeah, I hear you. Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, cool. Hey, I got a generator, a Ryobi generator that I don't know if you know much about generators, but I put a new plug in it. I'm pulling it. It kicks over every once in a while, but then it just dies right out. I don't know what the problem is. Maybe you had a.
So if you got a
idea?
generator that you can pull it over and it fires up, that means you have a spark or ignition of some kind at some point, which is cool. Straight away, when was the last time prior to you having problems with it that you last fired it up?
I pulled it. It kicked over like 3 weeks ago, but it took a minute. Like it blew my back. Like I was pull.
Okay. And what about the time before that?
I'd say maybe another month. It's a project,
Okay.
you know what I mean? One of them things.
Yeah. So the first thing I would look at, it's got a bowl style carburetor, right?
I don't know, man. Yeah, pull start. Yes.
It's got 2 seconds. Let me get the carburetor.
I appreciate it, man.
No worries, brother. So I'm assuming it's got a carburetor similar looking to this, behind all the plastic and all that sort of stuff.
Yes.
You'll find it has a carburetor similar to this, right? What you need to do, you need to undo the little 10mm bolt at the bottom, or take the carburetor off. Up to you. Take the little 10mm bolt off of there. When you've removed that little 10mm bolt, the bolt comes off. Then you can take the bowl off, okay? And your bowl will look something, I'm guessing, like that inside, okay?
Okay.
You need to clean that out, and then you'll be left with this sort of setup, a little tiny float chamber. And in there, you'll find a main jet, which will be a flat-headed screwdriver. You need to very carefully remove that that little jet inside there, which I shall show for you.
Okay.
With a little flat-headed screwdriver, let me bring you on down. With a little flat-headed screwdriver, you can get inside there, feel for the jet.
Present yourself, Mick.
Say again, mate.
Present yourself.
I'm trying to, but this jet's not going to want to come out. I can assure you of that. It's been in there a little while. Where are we? Oh.
There you go.
So inside here, there's a little tiny jet, little tiny flat-headed jet. Let me bring it around a bit, right down in the depths in there.
Yeah, that one looks corroded.
Oh yeah, but this one is absolutely smashed. That's why it's on the shelf. With a flat-headed screwdriver, you need to try and get inside the main chamber of this,
right?
And undo.
Okay.
I don't know if that's coming.
There you go. Yeah, you got the right screwdriver. It's called a gunsmith screwdriver. The way they make it.
Yeah. If you don't have one, just get a normal screwdriver and grind the sides off of it.
Yeah. Well, actually, the end of it too.
Gotcha.
That one end is actually squared instead of beveled.
Yeah.
Why gunsmiths use those certain screwdrivers. That way, when they take apart shotguns and rifles and pistols, they don't mar the head of the screw.
That's it. So once you've taken that main jet out, this little kitty here that's screwed in, you should be able to see through that jet daylight. Okay.
There's another one in there too.
Yeah. If you can't see daylight through that jet, then I use these, which are propane filings.
Torch tip cleaners, yes, sir.
Torch tip cleaners, you may call them over there. And these have got a plethora of files.
Oh,
okay.
That's right.
And I think it looks like that puppy there.
Yeah.
And all you want to do is put that file through the main hole of that jet, just like so. Clean it out. And what I tend to do is I tend to try and take a very small amount of material off, not a lot.
Yeah.
You're cleaning it out with WD-40, carb cleaner, all that sort of good stuff. And then you should then be able to see daylight all the way through that little tiny through there, okay?
A lot of people say, do not use that torch cleaner, do not use it. bull butter,
Yeah.
because
Once
after
you've
the varnish in the gum builds up, and you're actually taking the varnish out of it.
Once you've done that, you then just remove this pin just here. That comes out, float comes off, and it all comes out. Do you know what? If you just go onto my channel and look through my lawnmower servicing playlist or carburetor cleaning playlist, you'll find me cleaning one of these in detail. If you watch that video, that'll give you a step-by-step guide on how to clean it.
Did you get the other one out yet? The other part inside out?
Brother, that's well in
All right,
there.
hey Mick, thank you, man. I appreciate it.
It's what we're all here for, buddy boy. It sounds like if you got a spark and it's running and then dies, you got a fuel delivery issue, buddy.
Okay,
So
man. I'm gonna dig into that. Another project. Much appreciated.
Yeah, you're more than welcome. Just the biggest thing you got to remember is wherever you get to a certain point with your project, take photographs on your smartphone so you know exactly where stuff goes. If you've got 30 photographs, you can always refer back. If you've got no photographs, you can't refer back to nothing.
Yep. Good tip.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, hey guys. Thank you.
I hope
we'll see you around. Much appreciated.
Give me an email. Let me know how you get on.
I sure will. Thank you.
You're welcome,
Bye
buddy
now.
boy. Take care of yourself. Bye-bye. Cool. That's what I like. I like it when people come up and ask for help and you give them tips. So that's brilliant. Anyone else want to come up in the chat? Feel free. Where's my pop-out chat gone? Down there. There she is. Mick, it's on your DVD. Colin Ketley, how are you doing, my buddy boy? I've not seen you for a little while. I hope you're doing well. I tried ringing the other day, Colin. I had an issue. In fact, you can tell me over the chat. Hater 41 Harrier, new style, new style, 2006 model. The one with the
Hope she ain't gonna buy me.
the one with the roller on, Colin. On the variable speed pulley. Does the variable speed pulley have a spring on it? Because the one I had didn't. The pulley was very floppy, and it worked. It works fine. I gave it back as is. But I'm thinking there's a little tiny spring that holds the little tiny gold plated arm back. So is there a spring on there? Let me know. I know you are the hater guru. I'm guessing there is. If you're not sure, Cole, check out my latest hater video, mate. It's on there. I'm sure also there should be a little beveled washer that you bolt the variable pulley arm up into. Should have like a beveled or shouldered washer. All I had was 2 washers. I think someone been in there before me, mate. That's what it is. So let me know. Does it have a spring on it? Much appreciated, buddy boy. Or come up on the stream, Cole, and come and tell me. That's even better. Hit the link, Cole, and come on up. That'd be brilliant to see you. I've not seen you for a while, my friend. Who else we got in here? We've got a few people in here who haven't seen before, who haven't said hello to. Miss Clayton Scrapper, if you got something to say, what's this? If you got something to say to me, you know my email. Okay, cool. Are we having a chat? Are we? Fantastic. Good. Nice to see that. Where's me slider thing gone down here? Right, let's have a little look, see what's going on. Here we've got someone try to come on up. I heard a little noise. Come on up and then disappeared. They're playing with me. Oh, and I come back up again. As soon as I go away, they go away. We've got a bloke here. Anyone know a bloke called Ken's Small Engines? Ken, to come up, you need to shave your beard off.
Ooh, that's a bit dramatic.
How you doing, buddy boy? Nice to see you.
Good afternoon.
I'll send you some photos tomorrow, mate. Cool, Cole. Cheers, mate. Much appreciated. I do really appreciate it. Miss Clayton Scrapper's in the house. How you doing, Miss Clayton Scrapper? Roy's a boy. I did say hello to you earlier on, mate. I was a little bit busy mooching about my shed. But sorry if I missed you. What's very rude? Who's very rude?
Apparently I'm very rude.
What's going on here? Dusty, please don't bother. Okay. All right. Okay. Yeah. We play nice here, people. We'll get along. Yeah. We'll play nice. All say hi. All say hello. We all play nicely. That better be the rules. It's as simple as that. You're good. Okay. No worries. Good. As long as you're good, everyone else is good. That's what it's all about. We're here to have fun and here to have a laugh and joke. We don't do any form of drama on this channel here. unless it's drama like I can't get an engine to start, in which case you'll see me flipping lose it. Ken, did you see me fire up me old girl?
I just got on here, Mick.
Brother, you missed it. I fired the old girl up.
How's she sound?
Oh, sounds beautiful. Sounds beautiful. But when I got it started today, it started on the first half compression stroke. It didn't even let me finish doing the full compression stroke. It fired on the first half compression stroke.
What did you end up having to do to it?
Beat it around the garden for 3 hours. No, it's I did a carburetor clean on. It's got a really small Zenith carburetor on it.
Mm-hmm.
Tiny little thing. Tiddly widdly. So I did a full carburetor clean and breakdown, clear up and what have you. Tank flush, points all cleaned up, all that sort of good stuff. Did all that sort of good stuff. And do you know what? She just jumped into action. All the drive works, all the blades all work, everything works as it should do.
Did you ever figure out what the year was, around like late 50s, early 60s, or what?
No, still, I'm still asking people in the chat what's going on. I don't even rightfully know at the moment what type of engine it actually physically is on it. But I'm going to get to the bottom of it, which would be good. It's all right, Mick. There's no room for being rude yet. No problem. Moderators, it's down to you guys. You get on with it. I'm here to run a stream. That's what you're here for. Miss Sherry McMillan, how are you doing, Princess? Hope you're doing well. Nice to see it. For those new people who have come in, please give me a thumbs up. That'd be fantastic. Or a thumbs down. I don't really mind. I collect both. So, yeah, I fired the old girl up. I did a carburetor clean today, and I did the points on it. I got out my old... where's that gone? Over here. I got just a nail file. Just what the old lady does the old nails with, you know. Got one of them out, 0.18 of a foul. Give your points a bit of a clean up, and it sparks straight away. So yeah, super happy with it, and it's got a few little issues, but I mean, come on, for an old girl that's sort of built anywhere in 1940s, 1950s, it's going to have a few issues, right? Mick, did you see that Jacko is back? Yes, mate, I did. I saw his video and left a comment. I might give him a ring tomorrow, mate. He's back doing what he wants to do, which is cool, and I think in many ways. Cole, it's what you're doing too now. Is that you're doing how you want to run your channel, which is what you always should do in the first place, mate, and not just do what all the subscribers want. You should run your channel, and then people should follow you on your journey. That's generally the chat, the way that I like to do it. If I didn't enjoy doing my channel, Cole, I wouldn't do it myself. So no, it's good to see Jacko back. And I had a suspicion it was down to money restraints and what have you. It's not, as I say, it's not cheap running your own channel. Especially when you got to keep stock in and what have you, it ain't cheap, bruv. You know, so good on Jacko for coming back. Nice to see him. Mad Kiwi's come in the house too. How you doing, Mad? Nice to see you. Hope you're doing well. Jacko is a good lad. You're right, Pete. So what are you doing in Ken? What are you up to? You look super chilled out there with Father Christmas behind you. What's that all about?
I don't know. The cat likes the pillow, so we kept it on the couch. You see the cat's up in her little house up there. There she is.
Oh yeah, I see. Yeah,
she's
up there.
Bed. She likes it, so we figured.
I was wondering.
It was one of those days.
Why
huh? Now it was one of those days today with those crappy pull-on chainsaws. Oh my gosh!
We were discussing that. We were discussing that a minute ago, I think.
I had one of those, wild things that they sell, whatever. And usually you replace the fuel lines, whatever, and everything's good. So I did all that. I replaced the fuel line, ran perfect. But the chain wouldn't stop. I said, okay, maybe the clutch is bad or something. And what it was, I'm going to upload a video shortly after this, but he ran it with the brake on. So everything under the drum was melted. The oiler, all that stuff was melted.
Yeah.
So it overheated the spring in the clutch. It lost temper, loosened up, so there was no tension. So it just kept spinning. But I'm saying it runs perfect. Yeah. So it's the first pull-out I've had in a few weeks that actually runs perfect. So what I'm going to do, I have 2 pull-on part saws that were straight gas. So I'm going to take the plastic, the tank, all that stuff, and just swap the motor out and just give the customer a good running saw. I mean, the parts machines, what are you going to do with them? If I can make it into one good one, that's what I'll do.
Yeah, definitely. I'm much in the same boat at the moment. I've got over here yonder a very nice SV 200cc lawnmower, and it's giving me grief. So I got it in. It was cheapish. It's a big commercial mower for what we use over here in the UK, and I can't pull it over. I cannot pull it over. I can turn it by hand if I turn it by the blade.
Yep.
I can turn it by hand if I put a socket and wrench on top. I can turn it.
Yep.
Take the plug out. Same.
Yep.
The engine brake's not on. I put the pull cord back on it.
Try taking the recoil off and putting a rope on it to see if maybe the recoil itself internally is screwed up. No, it won't go, huh?
That's all fine.
Huh.
It's not having it. So I'm guessing Brandon keeps going up and down. Brandon's like a jack in a box today. You've been up and down more times in one day, Brandon, than I know what. I can't hear you, buddy. I seriously can't hear you.
Uh-oh.
He's gone again. Yeah. So I at the moment I don't know what it is. So my next chain of thought is I'm going to disconnect because it's got a 4-speed gearbox, belt driven. So I'm going to disconnect everything other than the dead man's handle. I'm hoping it's a belt has got hooked up somewhere or something along that line is stopping it from turning. That's what I'm hoping it is. So I'm just going to have it on the mower with just the dead man's handle and try and pull that. If not, I've got to take the head off it. I've got to turn it upside down, take the pan off it, and see what is going on. The valves are opening as they should. It's a push rod mower.
You took the shroud off.
The shroud off.
I mean, are we looking at vertical engine, horizontal engine? What are we talking?
How about now?
Yeah, I get it. It's just a standard push mower. Just a standard push mower.
No, so vertical engine, right? Vertical crank.
Here she be. There she is. And she's a nice mower too.
Because I know sometimes I've had it where if you take the shroud off, there's pieces of broken whatever jammed in between the flywheel or something,
Yeah, no, the flywheel key is what I suspected as a timing issue. But even if the key has gone, then you should. My email address is there for you, Jay. You should tug it over, right?
Sure.
You should be able to still tug it over. But at the moment, I couldn't pull on that if my life depended on it. I'm telling you, physically impossible.
And you took it.
You tried to with a drill on top?
Disconnect the drive, take the belt off of it, and then try and turn it again. Hey.
You tried it with a drill on top? Tried to spin the nut?
Say again, Ken.
Tried to spin it with a drill?
No, it won't have it. Won't have it.
Really? Wow.
No, it won't have it with a drill.
Even with the spark plug out?
Really strange. Yeah, I got the plug out. I got the valve cover off. The valves are open and closing. I can turn it with a socket to some degree. It's almost like the piston is binding across the bore. That's what.
It's probably the ring.
You don't have one of those. You don't have one of those cameras, do you, Mick? Those little USB cameras.
Nah, I don't have it. Nah, I'm gonna get an endoscope. I'm gonna get one.
Cylinder scored.
What kind of engine is it?
Well, these have. It's a 200 series SV, so it's like a Chinese, like a Chonda.
Oh yeah. Okay.
But
does it have?
But they got a stainless steel.
Damn it. Does it have the like a Honda mower? Does it have that clutch for the blade and stuff under it, or it's just the shaft and the blade sticking?
No. It's just, no. Yeah, it's not a blade brake one. No, it's not blade brake.
Can I?
Because if it was a blade brake, that would account for something.
Can I have a key ring?
Go on, Snob.
Can I have a key ring?
Hold the head.
Did you take the blade off, Mick?
Snobby just said, "Can I Say again, Snob.
Where's the flashlight?
Can I have a key ring?
I gotta look for the back.
Where's the black one?
Say again, Snob. Snob, I can do this all day. Say again.
Can I have a key ring? I've only come up because Ken's here and my granddad.
I have a moderator on my channel. He does that all the time.
Yeah. So as it goes, funnily enough, I think over here, over there, where are we? Just about there, bottom shelf, there's another 200 series engine. So I do have a donor. That one I know turns over really well, but revs its frigging head off. So the reason of my train of thought is that's why I bought that one for cheap. Is buy that one that's US. That other one is a carburetor. So make one out of two. Same as you, Ken. Make one out of two.
Is it worth taking the head off to see if the cylinder scored, Mick?
Oh yeah, 110%. Before I commit to the other engine, I want to make damn sure that this one is cooked. I don't just take engines off lightly. Yeah.
You know, I
don't. Go on.
I've had some scored ones where people run it without the air filter, and they ingest all kinds of dirt and score the heck out of cylinder.
Yeah, you know, I missed the whole.
I don't take engines off.
Oh.
I missed the whole first part of the conversation. You know, I went and changed. We're getting ready to go downtown, but I missed that whole first part of the conversation. But I think I'm getting the gist of it. It's just you're like you thinking the engine is froze up, right, or semi-froze.
Very, very tight.
You would think. You would think if an engine was semi-seized or what we call stood up. If you spray some fluid or some oil down that head, even if you left it overnight, you come back and after about 15 revolutions by hand, it should give itself up. You know, this ain't doing that. So I know these come with a stainless steel. These come with a stainless steel sleeve inside the bore. I need
cast down board.
Yeah, so I need to. Yeah, I need to have that head off of it and have a little sneaky peek inside the bore, see what's going on.
Mick, quick question though: did you loosen up the rocker arms so there's no stress on them? Because if you have a jammed push rod or something, you know what I mean? It won't allow you to turn it.
Done all of that,
did
bro.
All that. Yeah.
Is that the one we were talking about a couple of days ago when I was mentioning a chain or a belt for the cam, overhead cam or whatever? That's not it? Okay.
No, I don't think so. It might have been.
Your rod.
But at the moment,
your connecting rod might be stitched to the crankshaft. Or, you know, partially.
Yeah, if it got ran out.
Say again.
Right.
Say that again.
If it ran out of oil, then the
Say
rods,
that again, Cajun.
The rods melted onto the crank, you know?
Yeah. That's one thing that could be it.
Yeah, definitely.
Let me get
I've
Mick,
got two places to check. The easiest is going to be just pop the head off.
Yeah. Right.
What kind of oil?
The oil was halfway up, and the oil didn't look too bad.
No particles in it, no fuzzies or silver particle.
I can't see anything when I take the dipstick out. But as I say, I'm now at go no go. Do I take the pan off first, or do I take the head off first? Because it's going to be either the cylinder either binded, or the pork chop part of the bit that goes round the crank is going to be mutilated. That's what I'm guessing.
Right.
Is it split like a Honda at 45 degrees?
Yes.
Yeah.
So probably easier to take the head off.
Yeah, can I just let Scott know that I'll do free scrap pickup?
Say again, Snobby.
Well, I just want to let Scott know that I'll do free scrap pickup. I noticed earlier that he said he's got some scrap lawnmowers and stuff, and you know, I mean, we're not saying that Scott. I was wondering if we could have a private booth where we could chat privately.
Yeah. There's actually no thing as a scrapped lawnmower in my eyes. All lawnmowers deserve to be saved.
Hey, Mick, when we hit that thing that says private chat up there, is that everyone who's on the screen or just one-on-one?
Well,
yeah, that's everyone. So if you want to slate, if you want to slate Cajun, don't do it at the moment because he can read it.
No, just the panel can read private chat.
Yeah, I'll write to you in
just
the private chat, Scott. Scott, I'll write to you in the private chat, all right? Because I want to talk about.
Okay, Granny, no worries. I'll a bit. Colin, it's not the drive belt binding. It could, do you know what, Colin? It could be. That's what I'm saying. I'm going to remove everything other than the blade brake cable. I'm going to take all the gearbox assembly out of it, disconnect, and then see. It may just turn over free as a belt. It might be that the belt is so thin it's actually eating into the pulley and you can't spin it. It could be something as simple as that.
Oh, that's what I was referring to earlier. If you had a shaft coming straight down and the blade on it, or some other, so you have a belt that's on the shaft. Okay.
Yeah. So it's belt driven, and because it's got a 6-speed box, it'll actually have a pulley tensioner as well on it.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got anyone else waiting in the basement like Mad Kiwi?
I've got Mad Kiwi down there. Yeah, he's down there.
I see him.
So what I'll do is I'm going to bring I'll bring Mad Kiwi up. Snobby does that. I've also got where did Conker go? Did he come back up? No, Phil still ain't there. Phil's gone missing. How you doing, Mad? Nice to see you, buddy.
Good, Mick. Good, Mick. How's everybody in the panel in the chat?
Yeah, we're all doing good. We're all doing good.
Hey,
we're all doing good. We just
Mick.
Go on.
That
yes, baby.
That little engine on that old mower at the back, I assume, and it looks very similar to a JAP.
I don't think it is a Jap. I don't think it is a Jap engine, because the only reason I would say it's not a Jap engine is I would like to assume back in those days it would have had a Jap carburetor on it.
It would have, but it's an English mower.
In fact, there is someone in the house who may actually know. Colin Ketley, what engine is that, buddy? Please. He may know. He's of that type of no. Let me know what you think, Col. I don't think
or Jap. It's either one or the other.
Yeah, I don't think it's
Jap. Most of them have Jap on the flywheel, on the recoil, but that's a little tiny one. It's about a 2-horse, if that.
Oh yeah, this is Tiddly. I've got no idea. I don't know. I don't know. I would like to know, definitely, but as I say, I'm not a professional, so I'm learning as I go. It's like a little Zenith carburetor today. I cleaned out. Didn't have a clue how to clean it. Did not a clue. And I had to watch the video, my recording back 3 times to find out where it all went. Didn't have a clue. It's, I could have just put some fuel in the tank, pulled the cord, and it ran, and I wouldn't have educated myself. Yeah. So I have to educate myself, take it apart, figure out how it works, and that's how we all learn, isn't it?
Yeah. And your wee Chinese Honda mower, I heard a mate of mine had an issue similar, and if it's a magnetic coil, the magnet comes off the glue on the flywheel, and on the centrifugal force, it lifts up and hits on the coil, and it won't move.
Yeah. Not doing that. One of the first places I went when I removed the recoil was I went to the coil, and it did look quite close, to be fair. And I've moved the coil right back out the way of it, bolted down tight, so there's no way the magnet can even touch. Anyway, I had like a 5mm gap, and it's still not having it.
Right, something's come off in the crank, and it's caught up on the cog that operates the cam.
Well, the only thing I can suspect it to be is when I did a rebuild on a Hater 4856 Pro engine. I rehoned the cylinder and all that sort of good stuff. And when I redid up the piston rod up to the crank, I did do it up too tight, and I could barely spin it because they should be torqued to a certain poundage. I don't know what that poundage is. I just did it up too tight. But it should be torqued to a certain poundage so that the oil can get up through there and lubricate itself. It is exactly, if you do up the piston rod too tight to the crank, that's exactly how it feels.
You know, that belt is suspect too for the drive. That belt is very suspect.
Hell yeah. Yeah. I've got to get into it. It's not, at the moment. It's sort of quiet time. It's the quiet before the storm. So I've got this little sweetheart on the bench here at the moment, a little Suffolk Super Punch, which is now running. And then I can move on to this. I've got a few more bits of kit coming in for service, which I need to get onto. But it's just nice sometimes to get onto your own project sometime and just have a little tinker. I mean, getting that old bird running today was a highlight of my week. I didn't think for 1 minute it was going to go, but she fired straight up. What's that, Mick? Where do you get your parts from? Hang on, Mick. Where do you get your parts from? I need a Honda FG 314 rotavator gas tank. Can't seem to find one. Send me a photograph of said machine, mate, so I can do a bit of research and I'll have a little look around for you. Just send it to me in an email, buddy, and I can have a little look. Can't do it on the live stream, but feel free to send any queries over to me, mate, and I will help you out best I can. It may be that someone actually has one down the road. You just never know. So yeah, I just think it's going to be something simple. And before I take the head off it, that'd be a new gasket. As soon as I take the head off it, that'd be a new gasket straight away. If I split the pan, that's a new gasket straight away. So I need to distinguish all other options. If I remove all the belt assembly and all the driver set, it could be that because it's got a four-speed box, it could be that the tensioner pulley is stuck in and not allowing that blade that belt to filter through. It could be something as simple as that. So it'll come to me.
The first thing, Mick, to do would be the belt. Get the belt off. Try it. If that doesn't work, do not buy a head gasket, because if you do, unless you got another engine, the same thing that you can use the new head gasket for, because if that cylinder is galded, if that cylinder is warped, then you just bought a $8 head gasket for nothing, or probably more money in your case, $11.
Exactly that. I just had someone just came into the chat here and said, Mick, Grandad's Workshop. Mick, they used their own engines. Just read up on it. So apparently Suffolk Punch used their own engines, which would have been, I think, what Pete Proud said would be Iron Horse engines.
Right.
But that's what they're called.
Yeah, because they had a foundry.
It's so nice. It's so nice to have. They're called either Iron Horse or Iron Foundries. That's what they were called. So it's so nice to actually have a unique engine. I think that's going to sell quite a pretty penny myself. All up and running. You don't see a lot of them running about. Say again, mate.
Collectors, mate, love them.
Yeah, I'm gonna put it up for sale on eBay, and I may also try and join a couple of stationary engine groups on Facebook or something along that line, because if it's in that era, someone may just pay the right money for it.
Yeah,
and all they want to do is just put it on a flat bit of wood and wheel it out into a field and show it for 2 hours every 2 years. I'm happy with that. That would suit me down to the ground, knowing that somebody's going to take care of it. You know what I mean? It would me. I'd much rather do that than than someone turn up here with a Staffordshire Bull Terrier with a leather bridle with studs on it, and all right, geezer, I'll have that mower. Where's your fastest one? I'm not having it. I can't set someone like that. It's not going to be sold. That's good. Wait for a cup of tea, Snobby. Mad Kiwi. We are banger racing in Standite next Sunday. Any messages for Winnie?
Oh, Winnie, Ellen. Yeah, say hurry up and get your ass back to New Zealand and come visit us. We've got the bedrooms sorted now, so you've got a bit of luxury and a mountain view.
So what is it you were saying, Ken, about wasn't you saying about chainsaws earlier on? Because I think Kiwi was talking about what chainsaws a minute ago. You weren't on back to chainsaw engines or something?
Me or Kiwi?
Kiwi. Kiwi, weren't you saying, Kiwi, you were doing something with a chainsaw or something? What sort of engine was it you were saying a minute ago? I'm sure it was you.
I thought someone was talking about chainsaws not being able to turn properly. You can turn them by hand, but the recoil goes on, all sorts of things. If the recoil's not centered properly over it, it won't start on the pull start.
Yes, Brandon.
I gotta leave here.
Okay, Brandon, no worries, mate. Before we go, Brandon.
See you, Brandon.
Yeah.
I love you.
Love you later, man.
Later, Gator. So Roy's the boy. He's just said, I'll just say, Roy. Where's Roy? There's Roy. He said there are vintage lawnmower groups on Facebook. Micks Mowers. Yeah, okay. I'm gonna check them out, Roy, because I think that's where it's got to go. I can't just sell this to someone that is not going to look after it. I just feel it deserves better. It's lived this far so far, and it ticks over like an absolute steam train. So I think it's got to go to somebody who's going to fully appreciate it, and I think that way I should get a better return on what, not what I'll pay for it. It's free, but I'll be happier if it goes somewhere where someone's going to look after it. You know.
Mick, do you have like engine shows and stuff like we have here, where they sell all your stuff?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah. We're just as big on it as you are. Just as big on it. We do steam engine shows. We do vintage of all era car shows, tractor shows, combat. We do the whole 9 yards. So
go to
that's what I'm saying. Some
go to Brentford and sell it there.
Some old boy will have a caravan with a trailer, and all he'll have that mounted on a wooden pallet or something, and he just have it ticking over in the background, and people take photographs of it, and woo, isn't it lovely, and I just feel it has to go to somebody like that.
Jeff, where are you located at? I think I said it right, Jeff. Yeah, you. What's his name?
Jeff. What down here?
No.
Mad Kiwi.
No, below me. Right. Wait. Right here.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I'm on the East Coast. I'm in Connecticut on the East Coast of the States.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, I'm in Southwest Louisiana. Okay.
We call it the taxi to death state, Connecticut.
Yeah, I've heard that a couple of times. Yeah, I got a few friends over there.
So what's the crack then, Ken, with these chainsaws, mate? What's your theory going to be?
Well, no, like I said,
theory's going to be you got two or three bad ones.
I got about
make
5 of these pull-ons, and I have one right now. Guy dropped off 2 of them. One of them has vacuum leaks. I got to figure that out. That's another story. One of them is one of those wild things with the purple and green. So I changed the fuel line. Yeah. It's all rotted and everything, and it runs beautiful. Absolutely runs beautiful. I went to go adjust the RPM, and the chain wouldn't stop turning, which usually means a clutch, okay? So I opened it up, and it was all burnt inside, black. The drum was burnt. The plastics were burnt. Everything was burnt. So I was able to force the drum off with a pair of pliers. I actually had to pull it off, and it was all the oil pump and all the plastics all melted. So I'm saying to myself, I got a perfectly running engine now. Maybe I should just throw it into one of the ones that have a seized engine, because I got 3 of them for parts, and just make one good saw,
Yeah. Yeah, because the oil pumps
it'd be worthless to run perfect.
Or too expensive to even mess with on those wild things.
Oh, yeah. I'm not the type of guy who says no challenge, I'll fix them. But, what's it worth,
Good evening, brethren.
Yeah, I got
insane.
Hello, Phil.
Wait. Here's the guy, wait. Mick, here's the guy 2 over with the impossible part. What has he got for us today?
This one.
I'm telling
Can you guess what this is? Oh, there we go.
Phil, there you go. Phil was
got?
one to come up with the that item earlier. However, that reminds me. Shall we go for another one whilst we're here? I've got one more in the bank. As you're here, Phil, you might be able to help out.
As long as you stare us
how long did it take, Mick? This one.
Last week, we'll be doing good.
It didn't take too long, Phil. Well, actually, it took a little while, but Granny got it, and it went pretty well. But I've got another one here. Let's see how you do with this one. To be fair, the picture is going to be a little bit difficult because of the size of it. So I need to try and get this image to go somewhere else because it's not going to. Let me download that photograph if I can. The image is not going to do any good as it is because it's actually on top of the email. So let me just put this one into there, and then we can then go again. So, are you all ready? Heads down for a full house. Here comes the next mystery piece of equipment. So let me come out of there. I don't want to go into there. I want to go into this one here first. I want to open this one up. Let it load. Right, I'm ready. This is going to be quite hard to see, and there's nothing I can do about it. So you have to forgive me. There's nothing I can do about it. That's better. I'll do it that way. Okay. Right, so here it is. Let me come back to you guys.
Now, Mick, is this going to be like last week where you steer us in the wrong direction?
Ken, if you're just going to cause problems, you can go. Right, are you ready? Sharing the screen. Here we go. Right, heads down from Full House, and off we go. There you
go. It's not one of those things they use in a hospital, is it?
A thermometer?
It's called a silver bullet.
I can't even see it. Looks like a stick.
Looks like a pole to me.
Can't see that.
Almost looks like a tire iron or something.
Couldn't see it.
There you go.
It's hard to see.
Well,
Nick.
I mean, I will change it around a minute, and that may give it away. So we'll have to see how we get on.
Is it round? Is it flat? What is it?
It looks round to me.
Okay, hard to see though. You know? What about the end? Is the end round or flat?
We will get to that, sweetheart, in a minute when I show the picture again in a minute. I can't give too much away. I'm trying to drag this out for an hour, Ken. You give me a chance, brother.
Well, it'll definitely be dragged an hour.
So let's have a little look. Let's get rid of these comments just here, and I'll come down to my pop-out chat and I can see it. This one come from I think it come from Sparky. Actually, it's come from tech. Fun thing to do with tech. Mick, we have a big person in here. I think her name is Terry. Cool. How are you doing, Terry? You're back, are you? Nice to see you. So, is it a stick? Is it a cattle prod? A door stopper? Board? A stick? Harry Potter's wand, says Andrew. A rod rest. A bar, says Roy. Used to measure liquid in a tank. I don't know where you get his ideas from, Granny, but that's not a bad little idea, but it's completely 110% incorrect.
Toothbrush
a half shaft. No, a half shaft.
Mick, how long is it roughly? How long?
I will get to it, sweetheart. I will get to it. You can only go on the clues that I'm giving you, because otherwise it's just going to go. If I might. That would be because of Sparky, because it comes from Sparky. A half shaft, a ring sizer, an egg poacher, a mower front axle, egg poacher, used on cheating spouses. No. Zoom in. I will zoom in shortly. Any more for any more? This is for one of Micks Mowers Limited.
Comments or not?
Yes, yeah, you can. Yeah,
I can't you can either use your box. There's a button to do it.
So if you listen to me, have you up the top? Have you got YouTube?
Yeah.
Right, click onto YouTube, but it'll be paused.
Hang on.
And then,
on
although you can't see us, the chat should be rolling there, mate. See it?
If I go on YouTube, what, mate?
Go onto YouTube and you'll see the chat. You'll see the chat rolling. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you see the YouTube? Do you see the?
Yeah. Makeup.
Down the bottom, you'll see it. Chat.
Yeah, there's no box at the bottom there, mate.
Okay, so where the comment section is, up the top of the comment section, you'll see 3 little dots. You see that?
I got private chat. There's a couple of things in there. Or live comments.
You're still in StreamYard, mate. You need to go over to YouTube.
Well, on the latest thingy, yeah.
On my live stream on YouTube, go on to that, mate. The one that you paused.
Yeah.
Yeah, and the chat will be there, mate.
Yeah, I got it. All right, mate. I got it.
You'll have to pause it. Just pause it. Pause the YouTube, and then you can still use the chat. Zoom in. I will do. A ground rod, no. A 12-month turkey cooker, no. An earthen rod, no. A measuring gas in a tank, no. Someone's got YouTube running. Is that your YouTube running, Phil? You got to pause your YouTube, Phil.
Yeah,
just
I turn
pause
it
it,
off,
and you can still use it.
Feedback, don't you?
Yeah, just pause it, and then you can go back to StreamYard later on.
Sorry about the background. Sorry about the background
That's
noise.
right,
It's called grandchildren.
That's all right, mate. No worries. A bar for that ferret? No. It is my beer. I lost it. No, it's not. Isn't it branding cow? No. A punch? No. Got it, says Phil. Right, okay. I'm confused. Conker is Mike Gatting. No. Right, okay. You ready for another little peek at it?
Somebody else said that the other day.
Right, okay. Let me go to share screen again. And we're going to share the screen. And we're going to go back to it. So there it is there. I'm going to rotate it.
Yeah.
Rotate it again.
Do you want me to
if you got it, you've got to put it in the chat, big. No, you've got to put it in the chat, big boy. No, put it in the chat.
All right.
So Phil thinks he's got it.
I got it. Yeah. Got one at home, mate.
I didn't see it.
But if she's not back, but
Hey, Mick,
here we go. So we have some winners, and the first winner is.
tell her I want to
The
see.
first winner is Roy's the boy.
A pipe bender.
I believe Roy's got it. Yeah, it's a pipe bender. Roy's the boy's got it.
For
Actually followed by Granddad. A connects rod. Yeah, you got it, Phil. So the first person with Roy is a boy. Roy, you've got my email address, and I'm sure I've got your address somewhere, Roy. And you are now the proud winner of a Micks Mowers keyring, limited edition. I've only made 50,000 of these. So congratulations, Roy. And we shall move very swiftly on to the next one. I have one more, I think. Let me get rid of this photograph. And we'll move on to the next.
I see. I'm going to find something else a bit harder, Mick, next time.
Yeah, but in the end, Granny got your Bradshaw one, Phil.
All right. Did she send me the keyring? Did she?
No, she then she won a previous game, and then she then gave away her second prize. She won another one, and she gave her other one away to somebody else. Let me find out the next one.
I have a
Honda.
I have a tip and a trick. Also.
Yeah, you have a what?
For copper tubing, you know, like with that applications for that spring, that's to keep the pipe from crimping. If you put a plug on one end of your copper tubing and fill it with sand, with fine sand and stop that up, tamp it down. You can take your copper tubing or copper pipe and go around like a 3-inch. It depends on the radius of the bend you want. You can take that and bend that copper tubing over it with that sand in it, and it won't kink that copper tubing.
Okay.
True story.
Right, I've got another one. I've got another one here. Just need to double check that this is not going to come up anywhere else where it shouldn't be. It shouldn't do. Right, let me come back to you guys and girls. Let me bring up my pop-out chat. Terry, did you sell those keychains, Micks Mowers, or stickers? No, I give them away. When you win on the old Micks Mowers show, there's a key. Keyring just said Micks Mowers. Phil, I can get yours posted back to me. Phil, your YouTube is still running, or someone's YouTube is still running?
I'll turn it off now, Mick. Don't worry.
Thank you, baby. Right, okay. So, are you all ready for the next one? This one, I think is going to go so quick. It's going to be outrageous. But I want to know exactly what it is. Okay. Well, that's what it is, Terry. This here be a small engine channel. This is what it is all about. We're here to learn about small engines. Right, are we ready?
Go on, mate.
So heads down for a full house. And let's see what we can't get. Should be that one there. There it is.
Looks like an oil pump priming shaft.
Nope. So there you go. There's the first one.
I know what that is. I just can't think of it.
Well, I do find in this situation, I do find when you can't think of something, Cajun, if you stand on your head and spin around 3 times, it comes back to you real quick.
Yeah. Do I have to type it in the chat or
you got to type it in the chat.
Okay. All right.
If I do that, Nick, you get all the feedback, mate.
No, you
Say
don't.
again.
All you
If I
need to
do
do
that
is
in the
mute.
chat, I get all the feedback.
No, you just have to mute the volume on your YouTube.
Okay.
And you can look at YouTube.
All right. Okay.
Yeah. So there you go. So Roy, I'll send that one out to you as soon as I can. A cigarette tear thingy screwdriver, no. A valve guide, no go tool. Okay, let me double check what that actually says.
Somebody's echoing.
Yeah, it's it'd be Phil.
Click the mute button. Touch the screen and click the mute.
I'm not echoing. I don't have nothing else on.
So we do have somebody who's half got it right. As I said, I want to know exactly what this is.
Is it oil pump priming shaft?
Somebody.
It looks like.
Yeah, I'll tell you what to do, Phil. Phil, are you on YouTube?
I'm only on StreamYard at the moment, mate.
Right, go over to YouTube, buddy. Go over to YouTube.
On a separate channel?
Just go over to YouTube, my live stream.
On a separate tab, yeah?
Yep.
Whatever it was you're listening to in the first place about Zachary, mate. Go over to YouTube first.
I'm there now.
Right. At the top of the comment section, you'll see 3 little dots. Click on the 3 little dots at the top of the comment section. Click on there. At the top of the comment section, you'll see 3 little dots. Click on the 3 little dots at the top of the comment section. Click on there.
Got it.
And then select pop out chat.
Got it.
Right, now pause your YouTube. Mute that. Just push pause. Right, now pause your YouTube. Mute that. Just push pause.
Pause it.
Yeah, just click in the middle of the screen. Someone's got a squeaky wheel. Yeah, just push in the middle of the screen.
Hang on, guys.
It sounds like a carriage at the supermarket.
Hang on, mate. I just come out of it. It's easier.
There you go.
I've just come out of it. It's
If
easier.
you come out of it, yeah, that's fine. So now you're on StreamYard. Down the bottom, there should be two little tiny boxes, and one will have your StreamYard, and one will have the pop-out chat on it. If you now just hover over that internet button, and then go over to where it's got the pop-out chat, and click that. Now you'll have StreamYard and the YouTube pop-out chat. Just move the pop-out chat to one side, and you've got StreamYard and the YouTube pop-out chat.
Hey, Cajun, I'm on the private chat if you want to talk.
I ain't got a clue what you're talking about. Don't worry about it. I've been in bed since.
You're out, Damien. Okay, so let's have a little look, see how we got on. Cajun, you are exactly right. However, I need more information from you. Pipe bender.
For that tool?
Yeah.
Well,
tire pressure gauge, electrical connector, cigarette thingy, no. Screwdriver, a tire lever, no. Dipstick, no. A Briggs jet remover, screwdriver, no. You have channel stickers. Yeah. No. So Occasion has got it half right by saying a valve guide go no go tool, which is what it is.
Is it homemade?
No, it's not. No, it's definitely not homemade. This is purpose built.
Yeah.
No, purpose built, and it's purpose built for a particular engine. What engine is it purpose built for?
Looks like a Briggs valve.
Because they're all different.
A go or no go. That's what I got typed in chat.
If that's what you think, brother. If you think it's a Briggs go no go, then you put in there Briggs no go. If you think it's Tecumseh no go, put it in.
Can I just
I've got
have
a feeling it's going to go in the next 3 seconds.
Mick,
a Honda lawnmower.
Mick, can I just have a key ring and bugger it?
You got one coming, buddy, because of your tool the other week. Congratulations, we have a winner, and it's Cajun Coin Hunter. You are the winner of one of Micks Mowers' limited edition key rings. Cajun, send me an email over, buddy boy. You have just won yourself a fantastic limited edition prize.
I have those tools.
And do exactly that. Brandon thought it would.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
It has to be exact.
How does it work?
Send me an email, buddy boy, and it's a go no go gauge.
Yeah, how does it work?
It's for your valve guides to check for sloppiness.
Yeah, checking for slack.
But why's it got the flat end then?
But that's part of the gauge. That is the gauge, the depth gauge.
Oh, the actual flats.
No, she said.
The edge of the flats are the gauge, are they?
Yeah, let me double check to see if I have any more. I've got emails coming out of my bum at the moment. YouTube, subscribe to you, Brandon. Baseball caps. Google payments. Right, that is it. That's all I have. So if anyone else, I don't have any more. And this competition is all based on you guys and girls. So it doesn't have to be small engine related. It can be absolutely anything at all. If you think you've got something hidden away in the depths, I know Phil has. If you've got something hidden away in the depths of your toolbox that belonged to your granddad's granddad, and you think, do you know what? They ain't never. Don't show it, Phil. We've got to keep it all hidden, mate, so we can see it later on. I'll bring it up on the screen. Send me a photograph of it over. Stop thinking. Send me a photograph of it, Phil. No worries, and we'll do it next week because I'm going to be wrapping up very shortly because I want to try and go and see Mrs. P before she goes to bed because she's got work tomorrow. So I'll put my email out there, and please feel free. It doesn't have to be UK. It can be US. It can be New Zealand. It can be absolutely anywhere. If anyone feels that they have a tool, a device, it can be to do with floristry. It can be about anything. This is about making the brain think. So if you have a tool that you think will stump all 70 people that I had in the chat today, but just because they want to get their greedy little mitts on one of Micks Mowers key rings, feel free to email it up to me at my email address below. And you've got to tell me exactly what the tool is called and exactly what the tool is used for. Otherwise, we get into an issue where people think they're looking at a small engine part and actually it's for fly fishing. And do you know the amount of rows I had last week? So please. I don't know, Phil. So please, if you're going to send me something over with a picture of something, make sure you tell me exactly what it is and exactly what it does. And if you're not sure exactly what it is, don't send it because there'll be somebody in the chat who will know what it is, and we're going to have a riot on our hands. It's as simple as that.
Hey, Mick, I think Phil owes you a key ring for last week.
No, do you know what? Phil has been an inspiration. He sent me that was it. Phil, did you send me the one of the valve checker as well? The valve thing, wasn't you?
Probably.
Was that you, Phil, or was it somebody else?
Which
you sent me the Bradshaw tool. Got that? Got the Bradshaw tool. It was the valve grinding face for doing the valve facing.
Don't think.
That might have been somebody else, mate. Not a problem. I got it anyway. That one stumped them for a little while, and there were some kicking asses going on because they were so close, but I just couldn't give it away. So if anyone's got anything at all, and yeah, cool. Even if you want to Google something, from the deepest, darkest depths of industry, and you figure out exactly what it is, send me a photograph, and I'll doctor the photograph so it's hidden or whatever. And please just send me an image of it because without the images, I can't do it. I can't do the competition, and I love doing the competition, guys. So it keeps you lot really motivated. Go to Briggs in Matthew's wife spotter. No, it's not. Email your address, Dirt Rider. Yeah, no worries. Congrats, Cajun Coin. How are we doing, guys and girls? I'm a bit later than usual. Just putting in light Wi-Fi in my shed. How's your week? Yeah, we're good. Thank you very much indeed for coming. BWS, much appreciated. So, what are you working on, Phil? What's on your menu at the moment?
I've been messing around with that rotavator that you want. That Howard 350.
You've got to rephrase that. It's a rototiller that you're going to give me. That's not what I want.
I tell you what, I managed to get the carb off this week, and I spent about 3 hours getting it all nicely cleaned. Thinking, yeah, spot doodads.
Yeah.
And then realised that somebody cross-threaded the tube that the boat fits and completely knackered it.
Oh, bugger! Did they?
Yeah. Anyway, I just managed to find myself a replacement motor. Is it the Cola? Cola? Is it called?
Cola, yeah,
Cola, yeah. K141T. Just bought a spare motor. It says not running with all the carb, air cleaner, £25. So I reckon that could be used.
And is that the rototiller or is that the rotavator?
Rotavator. But
that's 4 horsepower.
You don't want to put another. You don't want to put another engine on that, baby. You got to find the original carb before it. Don't go cheapskating it.
No, what I've just bought is original carb.
You can
still get you got the original carbs.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Those color case.
It's. I mean, I know Mick wants to buy it, and he can have it. Quite frankly, it's not a problem. He's welcome to it. £1,000.
Mick, I got parts for that engine too.
Number one. He said, "I know Mick wants it, and he can have it." You all heard that in the chat, all 50 of you. You all heard that. He didn't mention. You can sit there laughing. He didn't mention nothing about money in the last show, and now he just said you can have it. And then the sound just went all quiet. I missed a bit about money. So you all heard that. But technically, that's a signed contract.
You want to see my thing?
No. I saw your thing about 2 streams ago. Remember?
Leave it. I gotta be careful. Frighten the horses.
Yeah, you're not telling me. So have you? So you haven't got as far as even turning it over or nothing?
No, I tried pulling it, but it's obviously seized. Or I've actually managed. Here, go look. Managed to find a
find a menu.
Find the menu. The manual for it. Where are we?
Okay, cool. Yeah, cool.
Plus the Cola workshop manual as well, which you can actually download. They're really good. I'm just going to get the motor off now. I've stripped all the bits off, but I'm a bit sure I had to get the clutch off. Perhaps some of the guys might know how that all comes apart.
Yeah. Well, Roy's the boy said he sold a Howard 350 last year. So it might pay to hook up. It might pay to hook up with Roy if he worked on one. I'm not quite sure. He sold one, so he may have just been passing it over. I'm not sure, but he worked on one, so I have to have a look. WTF, Mike, how you doing, buddy boy? Thanks for popping in. Much appreciated. If any of you guys hadn't given it a thumbs up, much appreciated if you would do so, please. It does help towards the growth of my channel. And the better I do, the better stuff that you guys get, and it goes round and round and round. And we've had a right old scream tonight, so really enjoyed myself tonight. So this donor engine is that running, or what is it?
No, it's a non-runner, but it comes with the carb, the air cleaner assembly, the whole kit and caboodle. I won't really know, Mick, until I've took the plug off. I mean, somebody put the plug in about 200 foot-pounds in the original engine. I had a heck of a job to get it out, but anyway, it's out. It's full of dirty, horrible black oil, but I got a feeling it was running. I won't know until I want to get it out, strip the oil out, and just try and turn it over gently before I go any further.
Yeah, I mean, I think you can be on a winner. Roy says I got it running and then moved it on, so he didn't actually work on it, so to speak. Didn't actually do any heart surgery on it. But I dare say, as always, if you punched it into YouTube, there'd be a video of some old gent on there taking one apart. So it's
hey, Mick, that engine, I'm an expert on those K series engines, Mick. So no worries.
Oh, there you go.
You and I need to have a chat.
So Ken does his own live stream. So if you go over to Ken's channel, hit his button, and then you get hold of Ken's bell and you ring it really hard, set it to all. Next time Ken goes live, you'll get a notification, and he'll have you up on panel, and you guys can have a serious chat about it and all that sort of good stuff. Hopefully,
let me have Ken. Let me have your ID, your channel, whatever.
Type in the chat. Type in the chat, Ken. Type in the chat. And don't forget, Phil,
I gotta go on to the other YouTube. Hold on.
All right, buddy. Don't forget, Phil. I only want that Rotavator when it's running, mate. Don't give it to me not running. That ain't no good to me, bruv. I can't sell it on. you know what I mean?
You got two chances, two hopes. No hope and Bob hope.
Bob's
I'll take
dead.
Bob.
Thanks, Ken. I got that.
Oh, there you go. So hopefully Ken will better help you out.
That'll be really useful. I've still got me bit here. Look.
Yeah, keep it quiet, and I'll send me a photograph of it. Tell me what it is.
I started at the moment engines with that K series 20 years ago.
It's K141T, Ken.
5 horsepower. Yeah.
Yeah. I think I send Mick a photograph of it, actually. Mick, you got that there?
What's that?
Of that?
What's that? Your Yeah, I've got it here somewhere. I'm just trying to see what this other one is about. Jack K. Jason Hughes. I'm trying to see who it is here. If it's this email.
Sorry, Ken. Missed it.
You can go on the factory service manual's available anywhere. I think it's TP 2358. It's available anywhere.
Service manual. Yeah, I've got it. I've downloaded it. Those Kohler people are pretty good. You know, they share everything.
And all the parts are still available. They really are.
Oh wow. Yeah, I should make a
Kieran. Is Kieran still in the chat? Kieran, are you still there, buddy boy? I don't know if you've gone or not. I'm not quite sure. But Kieran sent me some email photographs of a rototiller. He asked a question earlier on. Does anyone remember what Kieran was on about his question about a rototiller. He just sent me some photographs of one, which is lovely, but no comment about what is actually up with it. I can't remember now. Anyone remember? I don't remember. If you're there, Kieran, just give me a shout, mate, and let me know the reason why you sent me them photographs, mate. Because as you can appreciate, I've had up to nearly 70 in the house tonight, and I struggle to remember what question happened 2 seconds ago. So feel free to email me up, Kieran, about what your question is about the rototiller. For those of you that have one of Micks Mowers limited edition key rings, I've only got so far a few emails come through. Get it done, Granny. I've got yours. How you doing? Love to have one of your stickers says Jack. That's not a problem, Jack. Jack, I got your email. Jason Hughes, I got yours. Brandon, I got yours. Baseball caps, and that's it. So I've only got about two or three emails. So if anyone else, if you don't email me, then I can't send you the old Micks Mowers key ring. So you must remember to email me up, because I'm on my own doing my channel, and I will forget not to post it out if I don't get a thing saying, Mick, I won the key ring and sticker competition. Can you please do that? 77 on the thumbs up. I don't think that's too bad for a stream. I've been going for 3 hours 10 minutes, and I'm due to shut it down any minute because I want to go see Mrs. P before she goes to bed. She hasn't texted me yet to say I'm going to bed, so I want to see her. I've also got one more from Jason, JJ Motors Machines. He sent me one. I shall definitely bring that up next week, Jay. I'll email it to myself, so I've got it on my computer for next time. Please don't forget to send me some photographs of some old tools you have. I suspect, Cajun, you got something in your arsenal that you want to send me over, no doubt.
I probably do. Is it Micks Mower or Mowers for your email?
Micks Mowers 01@gmail.com. It is on the screen as we speak.
Okay. All right. I'm emailing you now.
Yeah. Lovely, mate. Cheers. Thank you very much, buddy. So anyone that hasn't as of yet done it, if you want to send your email over, then that way I can then connect with you and send you over your bits and pieces. It'll take a week to get it over because I will forget, and stuff goes on. I'll try and get it all done at a weekend, but I just sent about 10 bits off today, so that's cool.
Lucky 7.
Choose accelerator problem. I really can't remember what it was, Jace. He sent me. I have to email him back. Where's the punch? It's there, brother. There's a punch, and if you missed it, you're gonna have to watch the live stream back, because I got it running, and it is running sweet as a nut. The video on the punch will be coming out in about 2 weeks, because you're going to be about 2 weeks behind me on videos. So the punch is not finished, but it is running to a fashion. So you have to see that, and it runs as sweet as a nut. The video will be coming out very, very soon. I wasn't going to give up on it. I had other stuff come in that was more pressing to turn a pound. It's as simple as that. Bet you're looking on eBay for it. What's that for, Tim? Can't remember. Accelerator problem on that. All right, yeah, I can't remember what it was for. Really can't remember. A fuel tank was missing on his rotor. Let me look at the photograph. Where was it? Fun things to do with tech. Valve, Jason Hughes, Jack. Let me find a photograph. That's techie.
Yes, I got.
No, it's somebody else.
Email
sent a photograph. Say again, buddy.
Email sent.
Yeah, cool, not a problem. Let me find this. Was it that one there? Might be that one there. Yeah, here it is. So he said, let me share the screen with you. Share screen. So you reckon it was something to do with a fuel tank? Someone said. Jason said. I can't remember. So there's a photograph of a tiller. Nice little tiller too. The fuel tank is present. Now I can see. He sent me another one.
No, he said the fuel tank was knackered.
Okay. Right. Okay. I'll have a look.
No,
he's only sent two photographs over. He hasn't sent me no model stuff. I can probably zoom that in and have a look to see what the model is of it, if it come up. Possibly. Okay. I'll email him back up. I just can't quite remember what it was. He actually said the issue was with it, but not a problem.
He said the petrol tank was buggered on it, and he's trying to find another one.
Okay, well, I mean, what I would do is it's got a nice plastic tank on it. So if a petrol tank is split, I'd just get a soldering iron and plastic weld it back together. That's what I'd do to get around the issue. So anyway, we've got about 77 thumbs up, 79 now. That's lovely, Lucky. Thanks for popping in too, buddy. Much appreciated. So for anyone who hasn't yet given me a thumbs up, I would love it if you would do so. I've got 40 in the house. Been rocking between 40 and 70 all night long. Absolutely fantastic. Cannot thank you enough. Been a fantastic stream. Say again.
Yep.
Just got you to 80.
Oh, there you go. Lovely. There you go. Fantastic. So I'm going to end the stream now, people. So before you all drop out, thumbs up on the way out. It'd be fantastic. Thumbs down if you didn't enjoy it. That also shows you I need to do better. Thank you very much for everyone in the chat coming.
It won't take me long.
I like my house in a certain way.
Hey.
And enjoy the and what have you. I do appreciate anyone that comes into my streams and to have a laugh and a joke. And it looks like we've got a really regular stream going on at the moment. I really do appreciate it. For everyone that's come up on the panel, where did Phil go? Did he duck out of it? Oh, there's Phil. Is that Phil down there? Where did Phil go?
Time out?
I don't time him out. No, he's gone. Phil, yeah, Phil lost interest. I said I'm going. I said I'm going. He's like, yeah, cheers, mate, bye. So everyone that's been on the panel, Ken, Scotty boy, nice to see you. I know you haven't said a lot, mate, but it is one of your first streams. You'll soon learn to interact, push in, and get your voice heard. You'll soon hear and find your feet in there. But you're welcome anytime. Much appreciated. Mad Kiwi, as always, it's lovely to see you. Thanks for popping on up. Cajun, fantastic. You're a star. And I'll also see you soon, Ken. Look after yourself, buddy boy. I'll see you very soon. Thanks to Snobby Scrap Picker and Phil for coming up. And there's one other person, I can't remember his name. He was quite new. Nigel. Thank you very much for coming, Nigel. If I missed anyone, it's what it is. I can't remember everybody. So thank you very much for joining me. Videos will be coming out throughout the week. Go ahead, Cajun.
I'm going to do a shout-out video for Ken.
Yeah, cool.
Send some people on to him and all that. Oh, Ken, that word with an S, subscribe, sub.
You can't use that?
YouTube does not like that.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I don't mind the word subscribe.
Yeah, subscribe is you can do subscribe, but not sub.
Oh, I got you. All right.
If you say something like, "Hey, Cajun, I checked out your valve seat," that's good enough. Or occasionally I recalled your pretty for you. That'll do. They know what it is.
I need supporters, stuff like that.
Yeah,
that's cool. The right way. But I will do a video for Ken to help his channel out. I will.
I need that 1,000. At 1,000, I give away $100 tachometer, guys. So give me 1,000.
It's what it is, Ken. You've got to put the content out, and you've got to do the streams, and you've got to get out there and do it. I know you do about.
I'm going to go out tonight and get a real laptop so I can start doing some video, because right now just using the phone ain't cutting it.
No, it ain't cutting it, mate. And the better content and the better editing you do, the better it all is. Anyway, I've got to go. Thank you for everyone for joining me. Much appreciated as always. I do really, really genuinely like the support that you showed myself and Riley Boy on my channel. Otherwise, there's no point. We just wouldn't be doing it. So thank you very much. I'll see you all on my next one on Micks Mowers very, very soon. Until then, people, don't forget, more importantly, take her easy. And if you guys want to start dropping out of the panel, much appreciated. I can then shut the stream down, go indoors, put my feet up, and have a nice pint of beer.
All right, guys. I'm going to do my outro. Love.
See you later. Bye-bye.
And crackling grease. And we'll catch you all. Utah.
Later. Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
You're welcome, Scotty boy. See you soon, buddy, mate. Look after yourself.
Good to see you, Mick. And I'd like to see you at Blandford Steam Rally. Take your punch mower with you and a few others, and set up a tent there. That'd be cool.
It may happen yet, brother. It may happen. It may happen. Right. Catch you later, mate. Look after yourself.
Hang on. You too. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.